Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group. We're glad you guys could join us for Atavar Ascension episode 59.
Nice.
Yay!
10 away.
10 away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, so
Need a need.
tonight we're doing something a little different. Tonight, because of where we left off last night, and unfortunately, two of our players were not able to show up tonight, and they were kind of pivotal in this, in what was happening in last week's game.
Yep.
For those of you who watched that, if not, on our YouTube channel, and then we can catch up. I'll do a little recap though, but well, actually I won't because it's different. Like I said,
It's unrelated.
yeah, it's unrelated. Tonight, what we are doing is we're doing a little bit, I won't call it a time shift, it is more of a location shift. As a previous character, member of the Blue Devils, decided he needed to go off on a mission to hopefully help the party in the long run. And that was when he took over as captain of the Alabaster Dragon, one of the ships that the Dragons of the Sea, his old crew, which fairly large organization, happened to have. He took over the running of that ship and is now vying for leadership of the entire Dragons of the Sea. So he decided it was time to go on a mission. He's got the entire crew of the Alabaster Dragon on board with him. They're loyal to him and ready to go. They dropped off the rest further up the continent of Korstal, and then he started his way over toward Otris because, well, there's an island off the coast. Think of it kind of like Tortuga in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I love Tortuga.
Yes. Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay. So he is heading that direction because that is one place where many of the Dragons of the Sea, as well as other pirates and others who like to avoid the law, have basically made a giant home base for people of their ilk profession. So he's heading that way to try to find more of the members of the Dragons of the Sea and get them on board with what's happening now, and that he's should be their leader. Joining him on his voyage are the entire crew members, entire group of crew, which it's a decent sized ship, so he's got quite a few crew members on there, but two of them that he wants to see in positions as captains of other ships, Dragons of the Sea, once he takes over, are... Go ahead and introduce your character then, Daniel.
Ito the Goblin.
And, well, give us more. What does he look like? You know, things like that.
Well, in this one, he's actually a handsome goblin as far as goblins go. I bumped his charisma for this little adventure.
Anything else?
I don't really want to overshare. I just want to want the.
Okay.
It'll be a surprise.
And Logan, your character?
Cassius LeFleur. A runaway noble tiefling with an affinity for storm magic.
All right.
I'm gonna have so much fun doing this stupid fucking
I'm
voice.
Electric Man.
Okay, so that is what we are doing tonight. We are going to join Tomur and his crew on their adventure across the sea in an attempt to see what they do and where they go, and how far they get. Some of it might have another game, another.
We're gonna die!
Another little one shot, if you will, of this. So that's that.
Or something.
But before we begin, as always, I do have to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. So Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, go check out their website, www.criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. Go look at the amazing dice. Like, I mean, I got all these awesome dice.
Dice,
you can
baby.
probably not really see them in here, but I got all these awesome dice from them. Go check them out. They've got some awesome dice trays, dice bags, and tons of miniatures, including some very, very large, really, really well done dragons. All 3D printed with liquid resin printers for the high detail. Awesome quality. Go check them out and make sure if you see something you like and want to buy it, use discount code TOGG15 at checkout and you'll get 15% off your purchase. Also, Fanroll. Go check out Fanroll. All the links to our sponsors, etc., are in the description of the video on YouTube. And you can also go check out and find those links on our website, www.toggroleplay.com. TOGGROLEPLAY. So go check out our website and you can find all the links to our sponsors right there. Fanroll, great company. They got some awesome products. Also gaming supply products, some similar to Critical Hit, some not. You might find something there that you love. And if you do, make sure you use the link from us, because that way when you purchase something, you're actually helping to support the website. And last but not least, SideQuest Cards and Games, www.sidequestcardsandgames.com. All one word together. Run by our very own Zach and Jen. It's an amazing site. They've got some really, really awesome stuff, including, we still haven't got them here yet, some of those candles that they got, which I'm going to get some, I swear to God. But they got some really cool scented candles that are TTRPG themed. You know, they got a lot of other stuff too, pretty cool, like Logan's little cat ice tray that he's got. You know,
It is a cat.
it is a cat. Stuff like that. So go check them out. And they also have the TOGG15 discount code, so you can use that and get 15% off your purchase. Anybody else have any other announcements? Going once? Going twice? All right, well then, without any further ado, we bring you Atavar Ascension.
When are we going and where's the next plan?
Okay, that was a good way to enter it. Okay, so we are back and we are ready to go. With one reminder I want to put out before we start is if you're watching on YouTube and you want to have an effect on the game, we are monetized. Go ahead and super chat something. The more you spend on your super chat, the more likely we're going to do whatever you tell that super chat. So if you say, hey, Tito, for example, I want you to do a backflip off the crow's nest and land on the monster's head. You know, there you go. Now, he'd probably
Tito
do
will
that
do
anyway.
that anyway.
Or
Tito say, what a monster.
or DM.
Tito's goal for style points.
Or DM. The party looks like they are a little bit outmanned. Maybe bring in a second ship to help them out. Or maybe they're too strong. Add
You
more
leave that ship over
monsters.
there. Tito's got that.
All right. Hey, they can't hear me over you guys, so hold on. All right, so like I said, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to affect the game, super chat. Tell us what you want to happen, and the more money you put on there, the crazier we will allow. Yes, we can be bought. Also, if you're watching on
We're
Twitch,
whores.
you get the same thing with donating Twitch bits. The more Twitch bits you donate, the crazier we will get with whatever it is you say you would like to see happen in the game, so you can have an effect on the game. Also, real simple, if you just want someone advantage, one of the players, myself, we just say, hey, you know, go ahead and you know, send in maybe like $1 super chat or 100 Twitch bits, something small, and just say, yes, I want to give advantage. You can do that. Or if you're watching on Twitch and you're a fan of the channel, you might have earned enough channel points, you can do that too. So, anyway, back to the game.
Aim.
Tomur.
Yeah.
You and your crew on the Alabaster Dragon. You are crossing the sea. You have just recently the day before, dropped off shore and are making your way over towards Beatrice and the island. You know that, hey, we're going to have to get over there in order to, see what we can find and figure out where all the dragons of the sea are, because somebody over there may be one or two ships or maybe even more from the dragons of the sea, but at least one of them is going to know where the others are and full numbers of who's in the organization. So heading that way and trying to get that information so that you can make it known that you are now in charge. It's a little bit of a journey. Cassius and Tito, just like Tomur, you find yourselves on the deck of the ship this day. Right now, the weather at sea is a little bit overcast. There's a good wind, which is actually coming a little bit from the more like the southwest, coming that from southwest towards you. So you're having to tack a little bit in order to maintain the course steady, which involves you two barking orders at some of the deckhands to adjust the sails on the ship as needed under the direction of Tomur as he's steering the ship, currently at the helm.
Go on, Gib. The sails aren't going to adjust themselves.
Yeah. Fine.
Hey, you got a problem?
No, boss. No problem.
Listen to him.
Yes, boss.
I love being in.
Tito's going up to the crow's nest. Tito climbs to the crow's nest.
Okay.
As I see him go, I'll be like, please don't fall this time.
Tito does what he wants.
Do it as he pleases.
And when you get
But
up
Tito
there,
respects what you say because you're the captain.
when you get up there, there is already one of the crew in the crow's nest currently keeping watch. He's the lookout. A younger guy, human, probably in his mid-20s, but of course, the life of a sailor. He looks a little bit older than 20. He's a little rough, but he's not one of those really old grizzled guys. But he is there. And he's keeping watching. He sees you. Hey, Tito, what's up?
Oh, not much. Tito, just seeing what there is to see.
Okay. Cool.
I wasn't prepared to roleplay a pirate this evening.
Okay.
Don't worry, Tito is perfect, dog.
Tito's still doing this whole ship thing.
Yeah, so far, not too much. It's not too rough out, so I don't really see anything.
Do I see anything?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, first roll of the. Oh yeah, we're starting off terribly. 14.
14. Okay.
It was a 5 on the.
You look out and you see nothing important, with the exception of there's a few seagulls, kind of flying around. They fly over the ship. Obviously, you're only like a day out from land. You're not that far, and every once in a while there's little islands here and there. They're not really close enough for them to fly around. But a few seagulls, and
Have Tito think that the birds are government spies.
one of them actually sees the ship and kind of swoops down, and it lands on one of the cross arms coming off the mast that holds up the sails, probably about 10 feet away on your left, and just stands there.
Hey,
And it's
you
just like walking-
stupid bird, get off the ship. We just cleaned that.
it's just there, and it's just kind of walking on that cross beam.
All right, don't you worry about this. What was the kid's name?
You never said.
I wouldn't know. Is that all right? Don't you worry about this. Tito's going to take care of that. Tito goes back down and is going to accost the seagull.
You're gonna okay. Well, it's not down. It is literally across.
Okay,
You
Tito's
are
gonna climb.
up in the air.
Yeah.
You are up in the air in the crow's nest, and it is literally a cross.
Okay,
beam.
it's up there with. Tito's
yeah.
gonna climb out.
You're gonna climb. All right. I will need. This is one you're actually good at, I think. I will need an
Oh, no.
athletics check from you.
Oh, yes. We love those. Okay. 30-20.
Okay. You, both of you, you're used to Tito's shenanigans.
Don't you worry about this, Captain. I'm taking care of this. No, Tito's taking care of this.
Look at him go.
I forgot to be third person there for a second.
You're used to Tito's antics. You see him. Literally,
Loyal to a
he's
fault.
not climbing. He is just walking across. And he's just
Casually.
it is. It's like casual. He's like walking across this cross beam that is holding up the sails, and walking towards a seagull that's on there. And as you take steps toward it, it just kind of like hops a little further out.
Oh no, you ain't gonna run from Tito now.
And it keeps going.
Tito continues.
While this is happening, I'm gonna be like, Ludus, tell the crew to prepare the net. Just please.
Yes, Captain.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody gonna disrespect Tito like this.
So, Ludus grabs several other crew members who, at this point, are all kind of like,
Here he goes
And-
again.
and they, it's taken them a little while. They have to go and get this net and string it out. Meanwhile, you are walking towards this bird. Okay? It's attempting to hop away. It's getting further and further out along
Tito
this
takes his
crossbeam.
gloves off. This time it's personal.
Are you attempting? What are you attempting to do?
How
Let
close
me
am I
ask.
to this bird?
It's maintaining just enough distance.
Tito ups his pace.
Okay, but what are you trying to do?
I'm going to make a just whoosh, hit the bird.
So are you
swat
attempting,
it, just
you're attempting to hit it?
backhand it off the ship. Yeah, just.
Okay. So what I need from you is initiative versus the seagull. Just to see who goes first.
First combat of the night, boys.
13.
14 on the die. Okay.
Fuck you.
So you step up and
Oh, hell no.
and get within range of the seagull. So you kind of like, quicken your pace a little bit. And this startles it enough that it literally flies almost straight up, like right in your face as it's trying to fly off. And I need a dex save from you.
No! You're a monster. Unfortunately for you. That is a 24.
Okay, so, well, here, it's not a good thing in this case.
It's
It
either I get shit
flies
out of the
up
ship.
And as it's flying up, it takes a shit. And the shit is coming right at your face. And you dodge out of the way off of the fucking beam. You easily dodge the shit. But
Oh, I've got him.
That's what we
Can
have
I
to
shout? Can I shout an angry word at him as I'm falling?
absolutely.
You're a bitch!
Is it
For vicious mockery.
Okay. I fucking love this. I fucking love this.
Is that a save or is that
I believe it's a save. Wisdom
yeah.
save. What's your DC on
I
that?
don't.
Go to your spell area.
Yeah, go to your spells.
One more over. Right there, so it'll tell you what the save.
14.
14. All right. I really doubt the seagull has much of a thing.
15 on the
Oh yeah,
dice.
no, that's a fail.
Okay.
That's clearly. I'm not even gonna.
What's the damage on that?
1d4 psych.
2d4 because we're level.
Oh, that's right. Yep, you are.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Where
you
is
a
my
bitch.
D4?
Bird explodes.
Demoralized. Where's my... Oh yeah, I got the curse to D. That's a 4 and a 3, so 7.
Oh yeah. Fucking explode. You. So here's the scene. Here's what happens. Tito sees this seagull bird shit coming like right at his face, and it's literally like the bird like flaps and flies up right in front of him. So like you see it coming right out of the bird, literally like a foot above your face, and you're like, oh no, you don't, and you're like, Zoop. Oh shit! Fuck you! And then the bird it's like a fucking Looney Tunes, feathers everywhere. Okay, there's more than that. A little bit of gore and viscera, but it just pops more than anything. You are now falling.
Oh yeah.
Towards the deck. It is a good 40 feet from where you're at.
Who's gonna catch Tito?
Is anybody doing anything?
I told Ludo to get the net ready in case something like
He was
this.
trying. He was trying, but it's literally been like 10 seconds.
All right, like I said, I'd try to run over and catch him.
Okay. You can easily get underneath him.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to need you to make an athletics check.
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
baby. 11.
You needed a 10.5
You're,
to pass. Good
you're
job.
definitely under him.
This boy's about to get Tito'd.
So, what happens is Tito lands on you hard, and you both end up prone on the deck, smack the deck, and
42 points of damage.
nope. It's 12 points, and you each take half because you basically cushioned his fall. So you each take 6 points of bludgeoning damage or Tito damage.
That's the best card.
Yeah. So you each take 6 points of damage, and that's it. You're both on the deck now.
Oh, my spine.
Hey, that was a pretty good catch.
Don't worry
I
about the
do not
net.
think it was.
Yes, Captain.
Ludo, take the wheel.
Don't
Aye,
worry,
Captain.
Captain. I took care of that bird.
Tito, Cassius, my office.
He probably wants to congratulate Tito on a job well done.
You,
I did nothing wrong.
you head to the captain's
Tito
quarters?
proudly
Yes.
heads to the captain's quarters,
Okay.
The captain's quarters.
fully expecting praise on how he valiantly defended the ship.
keep the ship going the way it needs to go, Ludus.
Aye.
I gotta talk to some people real quick.
Okay. So you guys are all in the captain's quarters.
I'm okay. You did fine.
Don't you worry, Captain. First mate Tito took care of the problem.
Then why am I here?
Because I needed to speak with both of you.
Okay.
I'm willing to give you an opportunity if something were to arise. Besides whatever the just happened. Listen,
Tito's standing on a sword.
Tito, relax, at ease.
Tito slumps like.
All right, fine. So, game plan is get some more ships. Captains do not want to cooperate. I'm willing to give each of you a shot
Tito will take care of him.
of managing your own ship. But you are going to be part of my army. So you can do what you need to when you have the ship and prepare it, just as long as you're able to gather resources and men and firepower. You're always allowed. You can heed the call when it comes for war. That's all I have.
So it's a win-lose scenario.
Kind of. But it depends on how resilient these other captains are going to be. Where if the crew's willing to join but the captain is not, the captain has to get taken out with one.
But Tito likes sailing with you, Captain.
And don't worry, Tio, you're going to stay right by my side. This is just going to be for you.
Thank you.
I whisper over to Cassius.
Like, remember.
Don't actually whisper, the mics can't get.
I only trusted you with the ship, not Tito.
Cassius responds with, why you would like to?
He whispered. Tito doesn't hear. They choose to
So-
auto fail the perception.
So while you guys are in the captain's quarters having this discussion, I need perception check based on hearing.
Doesn't matter on this character.
Oh, I'm just used
23.
to
12.
Okay. Tomur and Tito. TNT. God damn. Okay. You hear land ho!
All right. See what we got. Walk out of the captain's quarters.
Tito follows you.
Cassius also follows.
So up in the crow's nest, young Christopher. Well, again, kind of mid-20s. He's up there, and some of the other crew members are now like up at the railings, kind of looking ahead where Christopher's pointing. It's a little bit off to your starboard, but he's pointing ahead, and you can see in the distance, off to the starboard, it looks like the shadow of land out there, and it's kind of hard to see from this distance what it is, but give me a history. Actually, all of you can, because you're all sailors.
Even with no proficiency?
If you're not proficient now.
I happen to be proficient. How about
15. It's a flat roll.
Okay. Tomur, you know that doesn't make sense. There shouldn't be an island. I don't think this shouldn't be an island where we're at.
Boys, man the guns. I don't think that's an island.
What do you mean, Captain?
Well, from my knowledge, there's not supposed to be an island there.
it's like an island
Maybe it's
to
a
me.
super secret island that we found first. You can call it Tomur Island.
I appreciate the gesture, Tito, but
That's an
Okay,
awful
fine.
name.
We can call it Tito Island.
That's a slightly better name.
I agree.
Yes.
just be ready for anything, because I don't trust what I...
Tito's always ready for everything. Except for all the things that Tito isn't ready for.
Get us close, but not too close. So I want to make sure we can get away from 6 minutes.
Aye, aye, Captain. And Ludos then starts barking some orders to the rest of the crew, and they shift the sails. He adjusts the helm a little bit to change your direction to veer a little bit closer on a course to that island. Takes about another, but as you're going this hour, everyone's keeping an eye on it, looking at it. Like little, not nearly as much as you.
Giant turtle.
So jumps in. No, if I-
Tito always takes big jumps.
That was very evident when you fell from the crow's nest.
Tito nods furiously.
You could have landed maybe a little. Hurt my spine.
Tito's gonna hurt a lot more if you keep being a big old baby.
My feelings.
Tito's sorry, he's just a little worked up.
I want to make another perception check, but I want to use a spyglass to help
Okay,
get a closer
roll,
look.
roll with advantage. I don't know about this.
I had advantage. I was like,
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
no.
I was like,
There's not too much detail you can make out from this distance because, like I said, it looks like you've gotten closer, but not nearly as much as you would have. It's like it still looks like it's a ways away at this.
Actually, quick, just fill in for me, just to see how I'd interact with them. How long have I been sailing with both of them?
Well, at this point, Tomur only really took charge of the ship a few weeks back, but you've been.
It's only been 2 days, but I could trust you with my life.
But both of you have been on this ship for a long time.
Okay, so never mind. I probably wouldn't have interacted that way.
what was the old head's name he killed?
Oh, that's right. We
Hold
we
on.
took this ship.
I remember Ludo because Ludo was the second in command.
Yep. Hold on. Where is he?
Super important to your backstory and everything.
Yep.
Oh, it was the elf dude.
Yep. Vaughn or Vol, or it starts with a V.
Tito never liked that
Vagina.
guy.
Is it Varys?
Varys, that was
Varys.
it.
Is it?
Yep. It was Vicus.
He never saw Tito's potential like Tomur does.
No, it was Vicus.
Vicus, that's what it was.
Vicus. Okay,
It's
yeah.
was
It
Vicus.
started with V and is at the end.
Vicks? Vapor rub?
Vicks Vapor Rub, you bet. But all right,
Hello,
so
sponsorship?
yeah, you killed Vicus and took over.
Yeah.
And Ludo is indeed that's the it was the second command.
Those guys jumped the ship were lucky Tito was taking a nap.
Full speed ahead. Try to catch up as fast as
You
you can
were one
towards
of
the
them.
island.
Okay.
See what there is.
Ludo shouts out some orders, and you two know. Okay, this is an all hand situation, so you two also have to help out, even though you're higher up. It's all hands needed. As
Tito always helps
you
with everything.
roll out even more sails, like there are some extra
Yeah.
ones that you can add if you're really trying to get speed.
I'm
But
gonna pull a patch and start repeatedly.
Yeah, boy.
okay, it helps a little bit, adds to your speed a little bit, and the additional sails. But what I will need is from both of you as you're helping to adjust this additional rigging to pull out more sails. I will need from you guys intelligence check, flat intelligence, because this is
Oh! That's a 19, baby.
2.
okay. You're having
Tito's the
difficulty.
smartest one of this
you're having-
goddamn ship.
You're having difficulty with the some of the rope on here. I mean, you're used to this, but you're having some difficulty with it because whoever put things away last, you're gonna have to yell at them because
It's clearly
all
not.
tangled.
It's clearly not my
It's
fault.
it's all tangled as fuck.
It was the closing shift.
You're on the other side, and you're like handing out.
Tito's a professional sailor.
lengths of rope that some of the other guys are attaching to the other sheets that they're now running up on the rigging, going good. Your side's a little bit slower, but it does eventually manage to happen. Takes about 20 minutes before all the extra sails are up there, and then you start casting go. And as you guys are doing this, another like I said, 20 minutes pass where you're moving, and then another 40, so another hour has gone by. This time you're definitely closer, and I need perception checks.
21.
7.
Hold on, 21.
Both of you,
21?
you notice
Nah, you stupid.
this looks like a pretty decent sized island. Maybe, as far as you can tell from this distance, maybe about twice as big as the ship. You can see lots of trees on it, and you can see what looks like wave near the shore, like you would see in any island. But the difference is, it looks like there's actually a wake. You can see like the telltale signs of the water, kind of lines and everything. If this island is moving in one direction,
You were right.
I knew this day would come, Captain. Or Tito knew this day would come, Captain. Tito already made a flag to plant on Tito Island.
How could you possibly have known that this would?
Tito just knows. Tito has a crudely drawn flag up with like crayon.
it's just a big T. But it's like lopsided and shit.
An awfully drawn
Yeah.
goblin face with the angry eyebrows. Says
Well,
Tito.
Okay.
Somehow the T is backwards.
What? All right.
Just somehow.
The O.
Tito, you know what I want you to do? Go plant your flag on that.
Yes, sir. So, how close am I to this?
It's,
Am I within getting shot out of the cannon to it range?
no,
Just you wait.
no, it's still
About to
it's
see a
still
thieves this
little
shit.
little too far for that, but you're definitely gaining on it.
You heard
You
him, boys. Hurry it up.
You two, since what you saw, are either of you proficient in nature?
Tito's Island is going to be the fastest.
If you are proficient in nature, you can roll a nature check.
No.
And that.
Can I? Can I roll anyway and just be like wrong about it if I get a high roll.
Oh yeah, you're wrong
give
about
me
it
something
anyway.
funny.
You can roll. You can try.
It's an 18.
It's clearly a sandbar.
Oh yeah, that's a sandbar. I know a sandbar when I seen one.
Yeah, mine's only good. Mine's only good for Fey Fiends around it. So,
I don't know enough about moving islands to dispute that. So you're right for now.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you still heading towards it?
Tito is eagerly waiting by the cannon to get within range.
keep following it. I don't ever get.
Right now, you're clearly catching up.
Definitely a giant fucking turtle.
I'll see if we can get. We'll see if we can get a little bit closer to it. If not, we'll just give up at that.
Okay.
Captain, we can't give up on Tito Island.
I'll give it like another hour.
Okay. So another hour passes. As that hour comes around, I need perception checks from everyone.
17.
Or
Bro.
30, 20.
You're getting patches
All right.
rolls.
I am. It's because of the character.
Once
I'm
again,
playing.
you two, you now can see this island a lot more clearly. If you hadn't gotten such a number, you would.
Tito has the comically long
Oh, you don't even need that.
telescope.
This is
He's
just-
still using it.
Yeah. But you can clearly see there is a wake, and there seems to be some movement underneath the surface. And from either of you, proficient in history.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a skill.
Hey, Captain, what is that?
No,
That
it's
big
one-
bitch is trying to steal
Whatever,
Tito's
it's all
island.
information, brother.
Yeah.
I have no. Oh, elude us. Do you know what that thing is?
That sandbar
What?
is trying to steal Tito's
Look at
island.
the island. Does anything seem strange about it? Because it's been moving for the past hour.
Okay, so he sees it, and
Tito doesn't know. He heard someone say it once and he liked the way it sounded.
he goes, I don't know for sure, but I really don't like the look of that. As he says that, everyone, perception check.
22.
That one, Logan?
20.
It
Okay.
just keeps going lower.
So 20, 22.
Yeah.
You're just preoccupied with your gusts. You're just doing this.
So we both got 22?
I'm just,
That's the second
I have
time in a row we
mirror
got the
in
same
my own
roll.
face. I'm just,
We're totally in sync, Captain.
Yeah, we are.
As you do that, you see the island shifts course and starts turning more. It was kind of heading to the northeast, and it starts turning more towards the east.
We not been gaining on this
And
thing?
then, yeah, you have.
Okay.
And then the southeast. It's like you're like, what the? I mean, you literally see it like the whole thing seems like it's spinning from going that way to this way, and you can see that wake changing direction a little bit. And
Are we
it's
within...
turning. You might be, as it keeps turning and turning. And oh, Orochi spam. Thank you for the 1,000 Twitch bits.
Yeah, boy.
nice.
So awesome.
Orochi
Hey.
spam.
Yes. Orochi S spam. Awesome. Thank you very much. And with that donation, if you want to have an effect on the game, all you got to do is type something in that you want to see happen.
Tell him to nah, I'm probably going to get shot at this thing anyway.
So
Tito jumps in the cannon.
you realize a cannon, the hole's only that big.
Tito... Not this cannon. This is the special Tito,
Tito
cannon.
Use them as a grappling hook once in a while.
Okay. You know, with you guys, yeah, I'll say that's a possibility.
Tito's got his own special cannon.
So it is turning and turning. And now it seems like it is coming.
We got him on the ropes, Captain.
It's coming at us. At that point, I'd say man the guns and prepare to fire.
What's
You heard
everyone?
it.
Okay, real quick. Orochi Spam asks everyone's classes. Well, we have
I can't overshare.
okay. Tito unfortunately is not oversharing. We have a sorcerer and
Blood hunter.
Tomur is a blood hunter.
Tito is Tito.
Okay. Yeah. Tito likes to keep it under wraps because he likes to be crazy. But yes.
Tito had a tremendous experience.
But as it turns towards you, you guys are now, you estimate, you're within cannon range, but that's like 300 feet.
Do it.
But it's coming at you and you're moving at it, so that distance is going to stop quickly.
I'm gonna tell
Maybe this is a little overkill.
Okay, well, I see what you're saying. Inspiration, we do inspiration a little bit
So the
different.
blood
here.
homie should get the inspiration.
Yeah, dog.
We do inspiration.
Tito
a
couldn't
little
agree
bit-
more.
Hey,
The captain deserves it.
We do inspiration a little bit different here. Inspiration, instead of doing a D6 added to whatever roll they want, we do inspiration as a pool of points that they get to spend on things later on to improve their character. So for this, that's going to give him advantage. So you, Tomur, now have advantage thanks to Orochi Espan.
He used to
Yeah,
fire me more accurately at this turtle.
Tito, we're not firing you at the frickin' turtle.
So, as this creature is moving towards you, and you are moving towards it, both at a rapid pace, I need initiative from everybody.
15.
Hey, 22.
Noise.
19.
Right.
Cassius would just like hear him say, "And the cannons," and he just turns, just like, "Huh, what's going on?" Oh, that is moving directly towards us.
Posh sorcerer on the.
Oh my, we've come here to pillage and plunder.
Great heavens!
Oh, great heavens!
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oh my, Captain
Blood
Picard.
dubs.
Okay. So, let's go around the table.
Moving
Tomer.
19.
Okay.
Cassius.
I need to do this so I can
Cassius.
actually change your name.
Cassius, come to
Yeah,
Cassius.
yeah. Stelios
Stelios, come to.
Okay. Real quick from you guys, max HP.
84.
Max HP.
72.
Max HP.
How much damage should I take? This one
Well,
doesn't show me
No,
my total.
your max.
This one doesn't show me my
So
total.
add 12.
Six.
I took 6,
six,
so that'd be
so add-
73.
Okay. Armor classes
17 for
Because I'm
and
17.
15.
damn. You know,
Okay.
we brought you here today.
All right.
Get your
So
bubble up.
now, your initiative was
19.
yours, Cassie, and Tito.
15.
Okay. There we go. All right. There you go. That is very fortunate. So Cassius, you are up first. You are 300 feet away. That works. Blood homie dubs. Yep. There you go.
Let's see. I'm not in this, and I don't think any of my. Oh, 300.
You always let it.
You can do that. As crew members are there ready to assist, you can, and that I was waiting for someone to say that. You can, as a direction for all this and dealing with all this, you can direct one crew to fire cannons.
You, the one with the funny nose. Light that thing.
Keto cannon?
No, that's regular cannon. So you're going to fire one cannon. So what I need you to do is I need you to roll a persuasion check as your attack.
Persuade them to do their fucking job.
No, it's really a test.
Yar, you're going to
It's
walk
really
the
a test
plank.
of how well your direction skills are as to what you're doing.
Shoot, I got a
Shoot
plus
the
8.
island.
21.
Okay, that hits. I need you to roll 4d6 for the cannonball as it
46?
slams into the island.
Points of damage.
Okay.
Literally like average.
All right, so as that slams into the island, all of you hear a
Island did not like that one. Do it
Tito,
again.
Tito,
Fruit Man
that's,
just hurt Tito's island.
Tito, that's not your island, bud.
Tomur, you're up.
Just you wait.
All right, I need the rest of you guys. Reload that last shot. Fire the rest of them.
Okay. So another cannon crew is available. You as the captain directing. Because of that advantage, what I will allow you to do is you can choose to either roll advantage normally or fire 2 cannons.
Fire 2 cannons.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire.
Okay, persuasion checks.
That's so one of them. There's advantage on both of them, or just normal rolls for
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on both, just because we got to make sure that
one's a 5, so that's not gonna fucking work.
that Orochi Spam gets his Twitch bits. Right.
Okay, 17 for the.
Okay, so that was the first of the cannonballs. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the second 2. Get all that done.
Eight.
Okay. So, one cannonball goes wide and kind of skips off some of the treetops. The other one thunks into it, and I need you to roll 40. Okay. All right. So
So bad.
again, you
Persuasion is
hear
not my strong suit.
when that slams into the island, you hear that sound, and it's loud, and you're not sure exactly where it comes from because it seems to resonate from the entire island.
All right. Reload.
Tito.
So, where is the Tito cannon on this ship?
It's there.
It's canon now.
It's
Literally, it's canon.
It's a cannon. It's a cannon.
The way I picture it is normal cannons here, normal cannons here, Tito cannons right in the center.
So, how close is this island,
At
the
this
Tito
point in
Island?
time, it's 300 feet away.
The Tito is gonna climb out of the cannon. Then, after the captain told him that we're not going to shoot him at it, and he is going to run to the front of the ship or get as far as he can, and ready himself to jump on this thing.
Okay.
Mano y mano against a sea turtle.
Tito's a professional dinosaur wrangler. Tito can wrangle an island. What's the difference? They're basically the same thing.
One's just a little bit bigger. A little bit.
You say impossible, I say a challenge.
You say impossible, I say it's Tito time. Is there a grappling hook magic item? That would have been a funny one to have.
I think there's just a grappling hook.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
nothing.
cool. That's even better.
You'll start.
To the island, just
Tito's gonna get your ass. Get back here, Tito's Island.
you see what I did with that bird? That's gonna happen to you if you don't listen to Tito.
You're next,
Alright.
big dog.
That is what I'm going to go with on that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with on that. Okay. So,
Tito will
you're
conquer this island.
going at essentially max speed, which max speed is approximately 3 miles per hour, or we're going to call it 30-foot movement on. So basically, your movement is 30 feet. So, Tito, you climbed out of the canyon, and what exactly?
Canyon.
Sorry, I was looking at.
I'm just running to the side of the ship where that thing is going to be closest to it. I'm just going to ready myself to jump onto it.
Okay. All right. So now
Tito could very easily persuade some of these people to shoot at it, but he doesn't want them hurting Tito Island.
So now, at this point in time,
Tito's gonna shout,
Okay.
"Oh, y'all, stop that! You're hurting Tito Island!"
The ship is moving. I assume. Are you keeping it going at its max pace?
No, I'm gonna try to curve out of the way so the ship doesn't
You
ram
monster.
into the freaking.
Okay, so you start to curve out of the way. Okay, it takes a little bit to
First,
turn.
your
So
good
Ludo
decisions.
is turning the ship. Okay, but it takes a little bit to turn. You are still making some forward progress. So basically, the ship's move and action is to be continually moving and turning away. So you end up making about 40 feet of progress forward and some progress to the right side as you're going that way. So you're turning more south, and this island is like going at like a huge clip. You like see in the front of it, there's lots of waves, as it's almost as if like waves were hitting it, except it's creating it, so it's getting like this huge roiling water at the front and a wake going out the back, and it lurches up, and you see this giant fucking head come out of the water, and it may
Damn. Tito Island got some
As-
bite.
as you all being sailors, even though you're not proficient, roll history. Oh, you are? Yeah, you can roll. And actually, you roll with advantage.
Okay, thank you.
I don't
because
deserve
you're
this.
proficient. I'll allow you to roll with advantage.
Yay,
I'm
22.
getting the best rolls on the things I don't have proficiency in. 18.
Okay.
Out of the dice.
16.
Okay, so here's what happened. Okay, all three of you now go, oh shit, dragon turtle.
That's no sandbar.
And
Tito still thinks it's a stand.
now,
sandbar.
you, because you got such a high roll, you also know for a fact that, well, this isn't as big as they get. This one's young. But they're resistant to fire.
Resistant
And-
to Tito.
And they don't have anything that they're particularly vulnerable. No particular weaknesses, but you do know they're resistant to fire, and thankfully this one doesn't seem to be a full grown.
What damage type does
Bludgeoning. So between the two of you, this dragon turtle and the ship, that 300 feet has been almost cut in half. You're now at about 180 feet away from each other.
Tito. Captain A.
And
Right
that
now.
was its turn. It was just booking it towards you guys. Okay? But now it's the top of the round. Cassius,
Shoot again, please, quickly
okay,
now.
roll your persuasion check.
At 25.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll 46.
13.
13. Outstanding. Once again, it doesn't like that, as this time its head is now, coming up above the water, and it hits the shell, just to the right-hand side as your view of the head, and slams into it. Now you can actually see, because it's come up a little bit more out of the water, you can actually see shell and a differentiation between the vegetation that seems to have been growing on its back and the actual shell. And as it hits that shell, you can see that causes some cracking and everything, and again, it lets out a huge bellow in pain. Tomur.
I'm gonna walk towards where the cannons is prepped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay. Okay.
That's fire.
So now it does lightning magic damage.
I say, I hope it's not fire. It's resistant.
Adds another d6 to the damage when it.
Yep.
Chip, we have. Oh, just continue.
You roll the persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2 10s, 11.
Nope. This one goes wide again.
You're supposed to hit the thing.
Tito.
The dick.
Tito, you're up.
All right. If Tito can't have this island, Tito needs a plan. Tito looks around. He's like, stroking his non-existent beard. Is there any barrels of gunpowder?
You have to go down below deck. Well, there are some small
Yes,
caches.
I
Basically,
need a
the
smaller
fuses,
one. I need one that I
they're
can.
basically fuses. It's,
Too small.
Yeah, it's what they use to pack and load the cannons themselves. So it's like small,
like a small
bags
powder
that go
keg.
in, and then the fuse itself, which goes into the fuse hole.
Would there be small enough barrels of it too, of that something that a goblin with 12 strength could carry?
Yeah, I mean you could carry these.
Tito's got a plan. Tito is going to run below deck and grab one of these.
Okay, so the actual barrels of gunpowder, which are down there, which are used to fill like the handful bags and stuff like that, those are actually they're little powder kegs. Think of it like about the size of like a party ball. You know, so I mean you're looking about like that big. So you can easily pick that.
Tito's going to grab that and get as far back as he can, and he will
What's your goal? What are you trying to do?
jump on this thing.
Oh, I know, but
Plant
like,
this
what
thing.
are you trying to do in this round?
Get
Just
back
get
to
back
the
to where you were?
ship so I can jump on it when it gets close.
Yeah, you can easily go down, grab one of these, powder kegs, run back up to the railing of the ship and wait.
Tito is waiting
Okay.
with his barrel to jump on
Okay.
this thing.
You're now continuing your turn, I assume.
Yeah, just trying to
Okay,
get away.
you're continuing your turn, which does help to to prevent it getting right up on you immediately. But it's its turn as it goes. So you're kind of veering away. It moves up closer. You're now 100 feet away from it as it's just barreling towards you. And that's its turn. It's now the top of the round again. Cassius. Okay. 100 feet away.
I thought it was like 100 feet last turn.
No, it was 180 last round.
Okay.
Now I got to 100.
Yep. So Cassius is going to run forward, step up onto the side of the ship, like at the lip of it, I guess.
On the railing, yeah.
And extend both his hands up, and then shout out, "Now I've got you!" Lightning bolt.
Okay.
So,
Dexterity?
deck 17.
Right.
About the whole ocean.
Yeah, it's a pretty big target, hard to miss. As that slams into it. It tries to move a little bit out of the way, but it's just not fast enough. It's coming straight for you. It's not like a quick creature.
31 points of lightning damage.
Ouch. It did not like.
Cannon's so primitive.
Okay, that's your turn, Tomur.
Yep. Hit this goddamn thing.
Well, you say that I grabbed a fuse as well.
Okay.
16.
It does not hit. Just about. Wait a minute.
Little to the left next time.
Tito, I assume you're.
Tito is laser focused on the thing pass.
Okay. Now, at this point,
Waiting for it to get closer.
at
and
this
closer.
point,
Almost Tito time.
your turning has allowed you to turn enough away from it, and you're now starting to move opposite of it. So now,
Oh, can I say my action was ready to jump?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
so now it would have gotten to 20 feet away from it. But because you're now going opposite of it and keeping distance, it now only gets about 50 feet away. In 50 feet, you're trying to keep ahead of it, but it's still gaining. And that's its turn. Now you're at the top of the order again, and it is now behind you, chasing you, basically.
I was done, but here comes another. Whabam!
Another, okay.
Sheila Kazing.
And once again, it cannot get out of the way. Roll your damage.
6.
26. Okay.
Captain, it can't ever be.
All right.
As we get closer.
And it is now Tomur's turn.
Tito's on the side of the ship, right? And coming behind us.
Well, I imagine you probably
I'm
trying to move.
move close to like wherever side is
Yeah.
closest to it, trying to.
So you're at the back of the ship at the rails.
The whole thing is bare.
I'm gonna run to where Tito is
Mhm.
and just place the cannon back where it was, since now it's kind of coming behind us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hybrid transformation werewolf. Pick up
That's it,
Tito
Captain. Throw Tito.
and the gun back and the gun, and just yug
Perfect
it
spiral.
You're going to try to throw him 50 feet.
with my hybrid transformation. Yeah, at least it'll give me a bit of a
Yeah,
extra
boy.
buff.
Just Tito goes right into the thing's fucking jaw.
Right where
How
Tito
much-
wants
how
to
much do
be.
you weigh?
Oh God. Tito's a slimmer build of this one.
Oh,
How
you're
much
a
does
goblin.
a goblin usually
You're a goblin.
weigh?
How much do you weigh?
What, like 50 pounds? He's
Sure, that sounds about right. The gun barrel, the gun. Yeah.
Tito's
What do you
got a
think?
lot of
The powder
muscle
keg
mass.
weighs about that. All right, so you're trying to huck
anchor throw him.
approximately 70 pounds.
Anchor throw him. Don't forget, we're going forward and that turtle's coming at us, so that 50 feet will be closed quickly. In the
Yes and no. I'm considering that. Trust me.
okay, cool.
It's just.
As someone who wants
this
us
is
to
math.
succeed, I'm
this
giving
is
you
lots
things
of math
to consider.
right now, and I'm trying to
Numbers. Just
It's not a lot of
numbers.
math if you just say yes.
No.
What do the numbers mean, Mason? What do they mean?
I just
Rule of cool, baby.
Yeah, no, there's that, but I also want some.
Right back
Where is
and
that?
use the bath.
Ah, there we go.
Boy.
What does the numbers mean, Mason? Well, if I had the spell catapult, just
Oh yeah, that would definitely work.
Can I, when he throws me, can I like spring off of his hand with an athletics check?
That I will allow.
yeah, because you're holding your action for.
Yeah, boy.
What's your strength?
My strength is 14.
Give me that
Okay.
athletics.
I'm gonna see if
Okay. Okay.
Can't wait to fail and douse this fucking.
All right. So, I will need athletics checks from both of you.
Ooh. 26. One.
natural 20 plus 2, 22
Okay.
on the werewolf dice from freaking.
Okay. Now
The Witcher.
here's the good and bad news. You
shit.
you succeeded in throwing him.
You say I overshot.
I need you to make next base attack roll, throwing an item. And we'll see.
I'm retconning in a little glider that Tito had. He like extends like a flying squirrel.
23.
Okay. Now,
You'll love to see it.
that was your turn. You are flying directly towards this thing.
Right where Tito wants to be.
What did I miss?
They seem to be accurate and on target.
I've thrown Tito many of times just for fun.
Now, you need to explain.
Perfect Tito spiral.
Explain to me what you are doing with this gunpowder barrel.
He
And
threw
the
me. I
furies and stuff.
sprung off of his hand. I'm holding the barrel like this. Do a little front flip jump off of his hand, and I'm flying feet first at this thing with the intent to land on its back.
Okay.
On
That's
Tito
your
Island.
goal. I need an acrobatics check.
No,
Come on, baby.
that's a 6.
Okay.
Plus nothing.
That was with the plus. I rolled a number. I shan't divulge
Now.
more.
The speed with which you are flying through the air and the speed with which it's coming at you.
Can't that be a
the
dex save?
No. The combination. The athletics or the acrobatics check was to see
I know, I'm fishing.
if you landed okay.
I'm fishing hard.
But basically, It's like a car going at 90 miles an hour and something being thrown at it in the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah.
It's a combination of speed. So you slam into the shell and you take...
Oh, Tito dead.
Tito don't feel so good.
Tito needs some help. Help me.
31 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that looks like it's stung.
Tito had worse. Is it my turn?
No, that was your
my
turn. That was
Do
your
I get a
turn.
bonus action?
What are you going to do with your bonus action?
Yeah.
You can do that. You can do that. You can definitely do that.
Now is the time, Tito's legs. Y'all better stop hurting right now. What is that? Just a D4?
I can't breathe.
You had your charisma modifier as well.
Yeah.
24 plus your spell ability.
Plus 2.
Plus your spell ability modifier.
I'll roll the curse dice for this one. Ooh, that's minimum.
What's
3.
What's your spell
There
modifier?
you go.
A number.
Okay.
That's 3 more health than Tito had before.
It is its turn.
Tito never felt better.
Tito about to go into water.
As it catches up more to the ship, it is now, again, it can't go quite as, it can't make quite as much of a gain on you guys because you're also going the other way. But it does get 20 more feet closer, so you're now 30 feet away. And right at that point, all of a sudden, out of its mouth, it opens its mouth and it looks like first, or at least like water vapor mist that shoots towards the ship and flows over the ship. Everyone on board needs to roll a con.
You know, I was thinking of Blood and Thunder from Mastodon because it's like about like Captain Ahab and the White Whale.
Mhm.
And they also have a song called Steam Breather, funny enough.
I did not expect to have a con save like that. Okay.
Ain't you a sorcerer?
3 on the die.
Yeah, boy. Tito's sure glad he ain't those guys on the ship.
That's a total of 10.
Yeah, 15.
Oh yeah, by the way, just for flavor, Tito's gonna have shouted, "Nice throw, Captain!"
So, and you had what, Tomur? Okay. So, if you failed, which everyone did, you take 42 points of fire damage from the steam breath.
Okay, so that's halved.
Yeah, for you, Mr. Resistant, it's 42, so you take 21 if it's halved. I am going to say that of the crew on deck,
Everyone died!
Yeah. It's cheering
Yeah,
soundbite.
currently it's almost everybody is up on deck except for there are some people that are down below, and it is a large ship. You actually have cannons on a lower deck, so there is quite a few under there, but the ones topside, you lost 19 people, so you're down to not quite half manning. You had about 40 people, so you lost almost half of them.
Let's say for like flavor reasons, like the water vapor just hits, just and then he
Just gets skeletalized.
and he turns and looks. Oh, there goes the one with the funny nose. I quite like that one.
And now it's the top of the round, Cassius.
That's what I'm going to do.
I wonder.
I hope it's not lightning right now.
Oh, but it is.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, I'm not aiming at you, Tito. If I happen to hit you, it pass. I'm only so.
Looks at how much health I have left. Yep.
I'm only so.
I might not have a choice.
So Cassius is going to look at this big bastard of a creature Let's go. Really thought that 2 would have been enough. Third try. Arm.
Ah! Unlimited power.
Fails.
Yep.
Okay, let's roll.
It cannot make that
Ultimate
save.
cosmic
I'm rolling
power.
shit.
25. That's was
Still pretty.
good
That's
damage.
pretty good. All right,
Chunking it.
that's your turn. Unless there's anything else you're doing.
Yes, as a bonus action, gusts of wind surround you before someone's on deck.
Morning wind.
Got my mirror. Admire my beauty.
Okay, you do that. Tomur, you're up.
Whoever's still alive on the top of the ship, take the wounded down below to start getting healed. Ludinus, try to get as much speed away from this thing. We can't survive another one if we gotta turn away from it or something. Just do it now.
We are.
Who's still alive? Sound off.
I'm still here.
Don't worry, Captain Tito's gonna take care of this.
All right.
Better do something.
All right, anything you're gonna do on your turn besides that? It is now 30 feet away, by the way.
Dragon turtle looking.
Its shell is pretty fucked up. A lot of the vegetation has been blasted away by lightning bolts and shit. It's
chug
not
along
looking
the-
good.
Okay.
I mean, it's still a formidable creature,
Oh
but
yeah.
compared to
Tito.
full health, it's pretty beat up. You
All
can,
right, that's
you
all
can
I needed
definitely
to
see
know.
some cracking in the shell, and there's some bleeding here and there.
I'm gonna grab the closest cannon that's pre-packed, run to the back of the ship, crimson right, and shoot at the frick.
All right, see it.
Is that just a normal
That's a persuasion again.
firing it? With
Oh, if you're firing it, then it's going to be a dexterity-based attack.
$16?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh wait, don't I get advantage on all attacks?
Not on all.
On your.
He did. He did. He gave.
I think
you
it's
some
like,
good
isn't it
stuff.
like strength-based attacks?
I have strength and dex. I can do either with the
No,
weapon.
I mean like the advantage for.
No.
Oh, okay.
Advantage is advantage.
My brain is making that up.
Anything else? Well, you already did the crimson right. That was. All right. Tito.
You said there were cracks in this thing's shell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find one near me.
Shove it in the crack. Shove it in.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick this gunpowder barrel in the cracked shell. Tito's gonna light that bitch.
You put the powder keg in one of the cracks. Stick the fuse in there. Light it. Now what? That's action and bonus action. You still have movement.
Sayonara, you turtle ass bitch. I'm gonna run to the other side of the
It's
All right.
just hop off the goddamn thing.
Also, like bonus action to dash, right?
No, he already used it was a bonus action to light it. Because
Oh.
action to put that thing in there and put the fuse in.
Okay.
Bonus action to light it.
You said this wasn't like a huge barrel though, so
No, it's like just,
I should be okay on the other side of its shell, theoretically.
we'll see.
You said there's any type of vegetation left. Most of it has been blown off. Is there like
Not most, but a lot of it.
a lot of it?
Tito's gonna get in a
I'll,
tree.
I'll take cover from
Okay,
around
right.
something.
Well, you can't really. You don't have enough action to do, but you can move your full movement.
I'm just
30
imagining.
or
Yeah, it's not
It's not
actual
enough,
cover.
right?
30 or
So
what's
we
your
just
movement speed?
watch Tito just liquefy.
25 or 30. Goblins might have.
No, it's
I was
30.
It's 30. Okay.
What if I?
So yeah, so you're able to move 30 feet away
This is where my
from.
brain's.
And
Take
again,
the
yeah,
cannon,
there
fill
is
it
some
with
stuff
the
that's kind of
cannonball,
in the way, so there's a
and
little bit of
use
cover there.
the
Plus, it's a
It
push
is.
the ball fast.
It is its turn. It now gets another 20 feet closer to the ship itself. And at this point, it attempts to bite and then strike with claws at the ship. Right, so that is going to be a hit bite. One claw, and the other one misses. So So
Floating on a plank of wood.
the bite does 17 piercing damage and 11 lightning damage to this section of the ship, ripping out a big section of the deck. There's now a huge hole in the upper portion. Give me a percentile. And choose high or low. Choose.
58.
Okay.
Sheesh.
It is above the waterline. Okay. The claw that hits does 9 points of damage to the side of the ship, which carves a couple big furrows into the wood, but doesn't really pierce through. So that's its turn. Back to the top of the round, Cassius.
Look at that, we're still afloat. Right. I know.
Ultimate power!
I chose to do one thing, but I
What's
do
your
it
DC?
17.
Missed it by 1.
Let's go. Alright. This is 4th level, by the way.
Ooh.
Ultimate cosmic power!
And I still rolled a 26.
There you go.
Okay.
That bomb's gonna go.
Okay, Tomur.
I'll send orders to try to make sure everybody's protected below the decks and leave Ludinus, me up here with some of the other shipmates that need to help control sails, everybody on the deck.
Mhm.
I will then just screw it. I'm gonna try to find act and swap it out for what I have now.
Okay.
I mean, let's see. Go
Go ahead and roll deck space check.
Yeah, fuck.
All right.
And then I'll use my and this point. Nothing else that I can do.
Tito, what are you doing?
How much of this fuse has burned? It wasn't a super huge fuse. It was the.
You weren't really looking.
I grabbed one of the ones from the.
I know, but you weren't really paying attention. You went boom, light, bye.
I picked the longest one I could find.
Are they not all like the same for the cannons and whatnot?
Yes, but you don't necessarily know what's going on.
I wouldn't know how long.
You
the
weren't
cannon
paying
fuses.
that much because it normally in the cannon there's a special hole for it. It goes a certain length into that. You just took it, jammed it into the top.
It
of
should
the
still be about the same amount of time.
approximate.
Okay, well, with that knowledge in mind, this turtle is very close to the ship now, right?
He's 10 feet away. He's
I'm-
close enough. He can reach out and attack.
If his
the
head
ship.
is still up where he bit it,
Yeah.
can I run up the head and jump onto the ship?
Give me an athletics check.
Tito, 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 Tito.
25.
Tito!
So you guys see Tito run back, and he just runs up, and
Love the hype
you
squad,
went
boys.
30 feet away from where you jammed that in. So you got to go 30 feet back.
That's fine.
'cause
I
it's the
can,
opposite
I
direction.
can bonus.
There, you also so that's movement.
Yep.
You have action and bonus action.
Yeah. I'm saving my action for now, but I'm going to move.
Well,
bonus
you're going to
action.
actually need both
That's
action
fine.
and bonus action to dash both
Then I'm
times.
using both.
Yeah, because you can do the bonus action dash. So that gives you 60 feet, which is enough for you to actually run up its head, leap off, and onto the ship. At that point in time, there's this big boom.
Tito
And-
puts on the sunglasses.
Oh, guys, don't look at
And-
explosion!
I need you to roll 5d10.
Damn.
I have 5. I don't remember which one of these is the D10.
It's the percentile.
It's the one that has a 10 on it, and not a 20, and not a 12.
You really made
This.
it. Is it the double pyramid?
Yeah.
Mm,
All of those are D10s.
no,
This
is
appears
a
to
pyramid.
be an 8,
Oh no,
That's a
he
D8,
means like
which
the
would
top
make this
ones.
the
yeah.
10.
The tops, the ones on the tops.
Here, lend me your strength. How many?
5.
5? One more, baby. One of those was a percentile.
That's okay.
Okay, you know what? So that's an 80 on that is an 8, correct?
Yes.
Holy shit. I got an 8, 16, 20, 29, 34.
Chunked him.
Nice. Okay, and that's your turn. And as that goes off, you hear again as its mouth gapes open wide, and it throws its head back as, and it turns and dives under the water.
Tito told you Tito would take care of it.
Bravo, bravo.
As soon as I see it go under the water, I'm gonna say, "Fuck out of here!"
That's right.
And
You better run.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Not very hard, but
All of us?
yep.
Natural 20 for a 29.
Got a nat one.
0.
You actually don't even pay attention. You're looking in your mirror.
15.
All right, now that that's
Okay.
done.
So you guys see, and Ludus sees as well, that as it turns and dives under the water, you can, even though it goes under completely, it's still kind of leaving a ripple wake in the surface, so you can still kind of see through the water and see it's under there and it's heading away. It clear, and you can actually see there is like some blood and some other fluids or something that are kind of like trailing behind it, floating up on the surface of the water. You fuck. It's not happy at all. It's
Tito
heading
went
out.
beast mode on.
And unless you guys want to pursue it, then
All right, Tito, go downstairs.
Yeah,
And,
fuck you.
Tito, amazing job. Go downstairs and be the doctor that I know you're supposed to be.
Can I cast mending on any damaged parts of the ship as well? Tito's a ship doctor too.
Mending is really like, oh, I've got a tiny rip in my clothing.
We got a tiny rip in the ship.
Yeah, it does not work to make like.
I'm gonna
big
get
shit.
other deckhands to work on that. Just go.
That-
All right,
You-
Tito's
you-
gonna go be a medical
You have a
professional
couple,
down.
yeah. You have a couple people that have carpentry skills on the ship. I mean, every ship does, and then you do have extra wood and stuff like that to repair shit like that. So some of those people, there's currently 3 of them that are still up and functional, and they get to work on that.
Tito's walking past the body. He's like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
this ain't no good. This one might be savable."
How many spell slots do you have for healing word?
1.
Okay, and
That's not
are
how
you
I'm going to be healing them.
Okay, how?
I'm going to role play it. It's not actually going to do anything.
Okay,
Bravo,
I can't.
you're not
bravo.
proficient in medicine or anything?
No,
Okay.
He's a trained medical professional, not a medicine expert.
What's the difference?
I love it. Okay,
He thinks he is. He
thinks
isn't.
it. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna have you do. I want you to roll percentile, and you're gonna take the lowest number.
Percentile. How many?
Just roll it twice. So you basically roll it once, and then you roll it again, and you take the
That's
lowest number.
the other one, the D10. But
It's 2 d10s.
Okay.
The percentile one and the one that's not percentile. That's how you get your. Or if you still got your D100, just use that.
The instant.
This will take forever, but hey.
I get to do it twice.
Yep.
I'll roll the other.
Efficiency.
That one's a 10. It's probably the lowest.
Oh my god.
Just when you think it's over, I'm back. 35. So, 10. Actually, no, you said I have to roll both.
Yes. Because
That's
you
right,
could end
because
up
you
with
only
a
get one of
19.
those numbers. 16, a 10 and a 6.
Okay, 16. So.
You'll say 16. That's it.
You don't get saved. You clearly didn't deserve to be saved.
Tito's mentality makes no fucking sense.
Bravo, bravo. We made it out with the ship mostly intact, and we only lost half the crew.
Okay.
Not half.
Your administrations of medicine are obviously not skilled. But there are other people down there working on stuff. They managed to save, with your encouragement, they managed to save 3 of the 19 that went down. The other 16 are beyond. But you saved 3 more people. One of them is one of the other guys that has carpentry. So he's not ready to be up and working right now. He's alive, but he's still there on the crew.
Well, what's the closest place we can get some supplies and maybe some more?
Tito Island.
Oh, Tito, you don't have an island. I'll get you an island,
Yeah, that's
but not
right.
right now. Can I look at the map and see what's our closest charter to a place to at least dock?
The closest that you can think of is probably actually a half a day more to the southeast, which is a little bit off of where you want to go. But a half a day to the southeast, especially with the condition the ship is in, it might even be a little longer. Quarters of the day, but that'll get you to, there's a few small islands that are inhabited, and some people use them as waypoints. It's not like there's a lot there, but there's some, like there's a couple small villages on these islands, and they're willing to trade. You've been there in the past.
That's fine. Go there.
So, are you guys just gonna head there? Is that all you're doing? Anything else?
Just head there, try to rest up whoever needs to rest, and then try to get decent repairs done, so that way we can go south.
And so mending can't be used.
No,
Not on
That's
big
worthless.
things.
No.
It's meant for smaller things.
and for small repairs. Like,
No, Tom. Just
like,
look at it this
oh,
way.
I've torn my pants a little bit.
Pulling the weak.
I split my ass cheeks
What's your problem with me?
when I bent over.
Mending.
How did I put it?
So,
You're an old.
So? I don't like you either, but you're the dumbass who joined this ship before I was able to take it. That falls on you.
I had a different captain before.
Tito loves orcs. They're like big goblins.
Yeah, your previous captain was a slimy slug ball.
Oh no, I
Piece of
didn't.
shit.
I didn't like Vicus. I liked him before.
Oh, you mean my dad?
Sure. I don't know your family relations.
The Dragonborn?
Yeah, him.
Orin.
Orin, yeah.
Yes, I like.
I take everything from him. So realistically, you should be sailing kind of under the same command. Give everyone respect and not treat them as slaves just to make profit off of selling drugs.
Boy, this is hard to explain. See, based on my upbringing, I was taught, which means realistically, I should like orcs, because that would be following a train of thought that is not my own. But
Let's just put it this way. When it comes to the sea, no upbringing means shit unless you lived on a ship.
And this man's a racist.
indeed, I am.
Calm down, Tito.
While you guys are having this discussion, and you're sailing towards these islands, takes 3/4 of a day. You're sitting there, you're almost 18 hours of sailing. The 3 crew members that were recovered, they're slowly getting better, tended to, and eventually you do see, oh look, there's islands close. These are the ones that are on your map. These are the ones. You make your way and you pull up into the dock there. Very makeshift dock, but there is a dock. There are no other ships there. It really only is good enough for one ship, and it's just fortunate that they even have a dock because this one island is kind of a natural bay that's deep enough for that.
You said there's no other ship.
There are no other ships on that dock. There's maybe other ships around.
I was just thinking, island. Where the fuck do these people come from or go? I know what you're saying.
I'm talking like big ships like yours.
Yeah.
You do see little canoes and shit like that on the shore, like on the beach.
They just spawned in on the island.
But you pull up through that dock, and that's where we're going to take a break. So we're going to take a short break, about 10 minutes, stretch our legs and all that kind of stuff. While we're gone, once again, reminder for anyone who is new to watching our stuff, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to affect what happens in the game, you can super chat us and tell us, hey, I'd like to see this happen. If you're watching on Twitch, you can send us Twitch bits and say, hey, I'd like to see this happen in the game. More you send our way, the crazier we're willing to get with it. But there are some limits, and we're not going to do anything that's completely game breaking, but we're going to have fun with it, all based on your input. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to do anything like that with X or on Facebook, so it's only YouTube and Twitch. We will be back in just about 10 minutes, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, and we are back from break.
Hello.
Thank you for
hello.
sticking with us. Everyone who has been sticking with us, we appreciate it. And all right, let's get back into it. So you have pulled up into the bay.
Have we had a long rest by this point? I said it was 18 hours.
It's been 18 hours. If you were needing to rest, you rested.
Definitely would have taken a rest.
Yes, yes, please.
So yeah, you can accept a long rest at this point. But you have pulled into the natural bay that this island has, the deep enough water that they have actually built a dock big enough to handle ships your size, but really only one at a time. And thankfully, there is not another ship at this dock right now. Now, that being said, down where the dock touches the land and the beach there, you do see a lot of smaller ships, mostly like little fishing, like canoes or rowboats, or maybe some a little bigger, but they're things that can literally be, pulled up onto land and pushed back out into the water. With, a couple of the bigger ones might require 2 people, but they're more primitive style water vessels, and it's clear that they're mostly used for like fishing and things like that. But I will say you can all give a perception check if you wish.
Jesus Christ. 28.
Okay. You, Tito, were the only one to notice this. On your way in, while there wasn't another large ship at the docks, over kind of around curve of the island a little bit, there was another ship, not quite as yours, but decent size, that was anchored. Oh, just a little
I
ways.
smacked the captain's like, hey, Captain.
Yeah.
Tito sees another ship way over there.
Does it look similar to way or form? Yep, Tito?
No,
It don't look nothing like our ship.
No, it looks.
Our ship's full of holes.
One particularly large one.
It's a larger ship, not
Full
as
of
big as
holes.
yours, but
Full of holes,
it,
yes.
it looks more like some kind of cargo ship, smaller cargo ship, and it is probably used by the locals here. You'd assume.
And we are pirates, correct?
Yes.
Not just like sailors. We are.
You are
out,
pirates. Well,
Okay.
that's what the dragons of the sea traditionally have been.
They're probably not going to.
Looks like a cargo ship, Captain.
I mean, I don't mind.
Tito's gonna go take a look, and he scurries off.
You know, hey.
Yeah,
Tito's gone.
I don't know how you're going to take a look because this was as you were pulling in.
Were they leaving?
No, they're anchored out.
We haven't docked yet.
They're out.
Oh, Tito's just headed to the shoreline over there.
I love how
Yeah,
morally
that's
the
going to be a
entire
while because they
main
were kind of
party would
around
just
the curve of the
fucking
island.
Yeah, I
against
know.
this so
Tito
hard.
took off.
So you're
Tomer's like, ooh, yeah.
as soon as you hit the dock, apparently Tito hops off the ship before it's even tied down.
Before he starts running off, I'm like, Tito, hey.
Grabs him by the shirt.
I grab him. I'm like, hey, listen. Shit. Oh.
Running in the sand, still running. When you hold his shirt, he's just kicking sand straight into the fruit's
Oh,
face.
you're not even on the ship. This is still on the ship because you were trying to jump off the ship. But you jump off once he lets you go and get on the dock and you start sprinting. And one of the things you all see, especially you as you're running up the dock, that like I said, there's a lot of little boats
Sure I
along the
see it?
shoreline. Yes, even you. But off of the shore, just back a little ways, is a village, and it's looks like it's a decent little village. This isn't like grass hut and stuff. It's a little more put together than that, but it is also not as modern as towns and villages and stuff on the mainland. It is, a little less put together than that. Mostly because they would have to import, some of the materials to make it more so like that. But they have done a pretty good job with the different buildings here. There are some, obviously, but you can also see some larger buildings that have been built, probably meeting halls or something like that. You're not sure exactly from here at the dock until
You went to go do that. I'm gonna, once we're docked, I'm gonna tell Lunas, bring You come bring me one of the carpenters that's been working on the ship
Mm-hmm.
to me before we get off the ship, so I know what I can give you guys some money to.
Okay.
So once they approach me, carpenter, I'll be like, "Here's 200 gold, grab supplies, whatever you need to fix the ship to make it run, and probably strength as you can,
Aye, Captain.
and keep our business on the
Aye.
good move. All right, Lunas, I need some. Try to scurry up wherever you can. Offer tolls of venture and justice, and the spiel. Here's $100 for 100 coins for you. You figure out.
Here's $100, kid.
$100.
Go get yourself
What the
something
fuck
nice.
is a buck?
If I may, I think I would be most well convincing others to.
But we need you doing
Ludus,
hard
it's
manual
not Ludus,
labor,
Ludus.
Yes,
heavy
Ludus.
lifting.
Ludus hands you the money and says, "Fine. I honestly, Captain, I prefer to help with getting the ship fixed."
All right,
Just
you watch
add
them. Make
this
sure
to
nothing
my-
happened or happens, and if Vito comes back, just tell him to wait.
He's
Might be
always
required.
How many guys are you thinking to get? Because if we're getting another ship, we barely have enough to run this one right now.
Or with his.
All right, we'll see.
Listen, two ways.
Well, yeah, I know.
You remember how my dad he gave them a choice.
I know.
That's what I'm trying to. All right, you go do what you got to do. I'm gonna take a stroll around town. Once I get, there's no dock or anything. I will put on my normal clothes, just to wear in my bag of holding, so that I'll just take a stroll around town. Fishes are here.
Okay.
Like dragons of the sea pop up in conversations wherever I can.
Okay. You head off to do that. You're heading off to.
Like a tavern.
Okay. And you're heading off pretty much almost
Adventure!
almost across the fucking island like a good ways.
Adventure is out there!
To go find the closest shore to where that ship is anchored out.
Vito needs to work on his cardio.
So, yes.
No.
As you wander into the town, around a little bit, it's not too hard to find a tavern because there's only one, and it is one of the large buildings.
I would hope so, because if it was hard to find it, you can. I wouldn't fucking find it.
Yeah. No,
I'm blind, you see.
He does have a fake eye. That's what I took as my my uncommon item.
That explains so much. We got fucking Thor over here, but he's got one bad eye.
So, you are definitely a pirate. You should put a patch on it.
No, I prefer to have
He's
it
in the
exposed.
You should put a patch on your other eye.
We got a patch in our
Well, then I won't be able to see him very well,
Oh,
now will
okay.
I?
I'm Patchbeard the pirate.
Be the left eye game.
So
You got that one, didn't you?
Add to the tavern.
Okay. You get in there, and as you get into the tavern, it's because of when everything happened and your journey here. It is kind of early-ish in the morning. It's around, like, guessing around 9. So you get in there, and there's a few people in there having breakfast, drinking some ale with it,
All right.
enjoying, not a ton, but I mean, like, a dozen. Place is nowhere near full.
Right.
There's, staff members, bar, serving tables, but that's really all that you see. It's kind of quiet because there's not some conversations going, but nothing morning.
So Cassius is going to talk to equivalent of the center of this tavern, and to make his voice. And he's going to shout out with passion, Listen all and listen well. I have a deal for all of you who are willing to take it. A deal for adventure, danger, for quite a bountiful amount of coin, and a chance to get off of this pathetic island.
Hey! And this is from the guy who's running the bar. What island you calling pathetic?
I wasn't talking to you.
Beat this nerd up.
He just kind of crosses his arms and looks at you. You're in my establishment,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like the look of you.
Well, that's rather rude.
And what you just said was rather rude.
Ah, but it's true.
He reaches under the counter, pulls out a cleaver, chops it into the wood of the bar top, looks straight at you, and says, I don't know if I want you in. You have roll an insight. Actually, this would technically this would be a wisdom save.
No! Seems I've chopped it
It's
off.
my worst stat.
Son of a...
5.
Frightened because he intimidated the fuck out of you. He is actually very muscular, very well built, and when he chopped that cleaver into the top of the bar, his own bar, that thing sunk in quite a
Bro,
ways.
a cleaver is basically like the great sword of the kitchen.
Yeah.
So Cassie just kind of pulls on his collar. Understand that I intend to leave quite soon, but any of you here frequenting this establishment, I can't imagine you enjoy it very much. This man is really aggressive. I have 100 gold here that can be split with any of your names on it.
I need you to roll persuasion,
Mm-hmm.
and then I need you to make another wisdom save.
That's a dirty 20 on persuasion.
Yep.
And 6 on wisdom save.
Okay. So you finish saying that,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see. And it was a dirty 20. So, of the dozen people eating breakfast,
Mhm.
8 of them
8.
seem pretty interested. Yeah, like you can tell as you're speaking, they were paying attention. But as you finish what you're saying, you can't help it. You're like terrified, beyond frightened, and without even realizing the words leave your mouth, I'll be right outside, and you just walk outside.
Maybe a scoundrel, a thieving little rat, but muscular men scare me.
Oh, this is.
No wonder he's afraid of Tito.
Tito built like a Greek god.
Anyways, any second now they'll all be
Adonis.
funneling out,
And yes, after a few seconds,
Some gold.
those 8 people that seemed interested do come out of the bar, the tavern, and they see you there, and they're like, "Hey, look, what you said wasn't very nice. You kind of pissed off Ben."
his name is Ben.
Yes.
That's good.
Mr. Dover.
No, that's a wrong idea.
Big Ben, bro.
I don't intend to stay here long, but it seems like you all want a chance at a rotten establishment anyway.
Well, it's not that. It's just this is our home. But
Any other shifts
honestly,
we can't
I-
leave, bitch.
one of them who says, "Yeah, I mean, you know, Al's right, but look around. Give me a perception check that you will obviously fail again, but go ahead and roll it." 7. You look around.
Imagine not.
What?
being
What am I
perceptive.
looking at? You know?
See,
Who's
you've
there?
made a bit of an error there. You told me to look around, but you didn't.
I failed my perception. And
How many
your
women
fault.
do you see out and about? And there are some people out and about. How many women do you see out and about?
I could see well. I'd probably wager, I guess.
No.
God, and you got a pretty mouth, boy.
You
Doth my noble lips entice thee?
but no, he said, no, you're right. There aren't many. And you kind of realize, it took you a while because you're not that perceptive, that these 8 people that are standing before you, like most of the 8 are just young human men, like late teens, early 20s. And like there are 2 of them. One of them, I think maybe there's some elven features there, and another one is a dwarf. And you're not sure, but it doesn't look like, you know, the old grizzly dwarves you're used to seeing. This guy
He's a
is
strapping young man.
he's a younger dwarf as far as you can tell. You don't know age, so you don't know where he
Damn thing
falls.
about dwarves.
Yeah, you don't know where he falls in the spectrum of teenager, adult, whatever. But he's younger. They're, you know, one of them says, "Look, we have really no prospects for wives. So, I mean, if you're offering a chance to get out of here and explore and travel around and see the place and get some money while we're at it and possibly meet some women, we're in." And they're all nodding their heads as this guy is saying stuff.
Tell you what, women have always been a prospect of mine as well. You can tell by my dashing good looks.
Lazy eye.
Does the SpongeBob like freeze frame where it's like
Well,
absolutely hideous, like the scream in the background.
what's your charisma? Just curious.
18.
Okay.
Oh shit! This man's
Okay.
handsome as
The
fuck.
the guy you're looking at, he's like, okay. I mean, I'm not into that, but you know.
Yeah, you're all
Like,
right.
objectively speaking, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Metaphorically
You're,
speaking.
you're a good-looking guy. Sure, whatever.
So I know my way around women. You catch my drift. I can absolutely assure you, this is and more at
They kind of look at each other. They're nodding. Like, all right, okay. All right.
well, come aboard, and as I said, 100 gold.
Not half bad. He's fully bad.
12.5.
Yes.
That's what I
11.
You'll all be starting out with pieces of gold, but there is much starting.
All right. So, when do we leave? How do
Currently, dog, but captain decides. Not quite. One more thing. I saw another ship.
Oh, yeah, that actually belongs to the town. We use that for goods transfer between this town and the other 2 islands and back. And sometimes, if needed, it'll go to the mainland and dock over there and trade and stuff like that, so we can get some more goods. And you know, there's some guys that run that ship, but that's what they.
Willing to.
I don't own it.
Well, can we get in
Does.
contact with someone
The technically, it's actually like all 3 islands own that ship.
I'm trying to be nice.
Right after you're almost recruiting them, you're gonna tell them like, "Yeah, we're taking that."
No, I'm not going to tell them that. I want to come to a compromise where we might be.
I don't know who you think you are, but that ain't happening.
This goofy
While
wizard.
this is happening, can I see? I'm probably in town at this point.
Oh yeah.
Do I see them happening?
You do see Cassius standing out front of the tavern, and there's 8 other young men. You know, one is a dwarf and one looks a little bit half elven, but the rest are human, standing around him, and they're all conversing.
I'll walk past them as I go into the tavern.
Try to help. You're doing
But
great. Slap shove the
Great
back.
if by the time I hear them laughing, if I'm near them when I hear this laughing, I'll stop. I'll tap the one that the guy is laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomur, don't ruin what. Yeah.
He's gonna be your wingman. He's gonna be like, "Oh man, doesn't that sound like a great
what's
idea,
the joke?
guys?"
He just said that they want to try to acquire the ship. Oh, you're with him?
This is unfortunately my cap.
Oh, so we'd work for you. Okay.
Yes.
Captain, sorry to inform you, that's the property of these islands.
Who
They're not going to
You'd be
give it up.
taking your property,
Okay.
lad.
Do you know anybody who runs that ship or knows any information about that ship?
I mean, I guess you could talk to the mayor.
Right. I'll go have a chat with the mayor.
Before you leave, Cassie's gone. I'm not going to whisper actually because I want.
Yes.
Like, no, I bring that ship. Since we have 8 capable men, we try to. So it's my job to do it.
That's Tito's job.
We'll talk
You ain't
about
trying
this
to
later. I gotta
steal
go.
Tito's job.
I gotta go.
If you want to talk to the mayor, he's in the tavern.
I'll
Just ask
follow
for
you.
Ben.
You stay out here and take the men to the ship.
Take the bend to the ship.
Make sure that they get anything they need, blades or whatever. Take stuff.
We have.
Got room. We remember when those other men. I'll whisper this in the corner. When the other men passed away, we gave them a. So we have space. If we need to purchase more, here's more gold that should come.
Come this way.
All right, they're following you.
I'm walking.
Okay. Before we get back to
Get
you
to
at the
Tito.
tavern,
Tito time.
you have finally made it to the shore of the island closest to where that ship is anchored out, just a little ways. Guessing it's probably 200 feet from shore, anchored out, and just it's sitting there.
Is there anyone around?
Not on shore, not right now.
Is there any rowboats on the shore?
Not on this shore, no.
And I'll swim.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Tito got a brainstorm. What's around me?
A
Anything.
beach.
That could be. There's nothing to get to this ship. They don't have like a rowboat on the shore or something that kind of takes them out to it.
Not that you can see here, no.
What about around? Is there like a dock house or something like that? Looks like Tito's swimming.
Tito's going man frog.
Right.
Tito's swimming out to the ship.
Okay.
He's gotten his captain's blessing, and he's
give me a
he's
perception
hyped.
check.
18.
Okay. Good to know. So you do not have a swim speed, correct? Not a listed swim speed.
I think so.
So that means it's half
brings it back
movement
in.
Yeah, that's fine.
as you attempt to swim.
It becomes full with dash.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like, you know, you basically can move with your move, action, and bonus action.
Yeah.
You can move 90 feet normally with that. You can only move 45.
Yeah.
So it's literally going to take you, and technically that's in a round, but it's going to take you
Swimming 90 feet. In
you're going fast. That's
Michael
actually really
Phelps,
fucking fast.
That's a freaking SpongeBob movie. Like the guy,
Hasselhoff?
yeah, Hasselhoff. This is the Tito torpedo.
Well, I want to check some
I forget
just,
Hasselhoff.
just to see.
Hasselhoff.
We rode the Hasselhoff.
We made it to Shell City.
All right, so yeah, it's like half movement, but that's still
Fatal
really
Gaming.
fucking fast.
What's
Yeah,
up,
technically.
man?
Ah, Fatal Gaming. Hello.
Hello.
First time chat. Thank you.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, you are attempting to swim out, and once you get about 100 feet out, halfway to the ship,
You should have thought this out better.
it's tiring. It's very tiring. And you happen to notice, oh, there's movement on
That's fine.
Oh, bother.
Okay. Oh, nice. Glad you made a sick character for your first campaign. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
boy. What'd you
So-
make?
Go to.
So you're continuing to swim out there. I need another perception check from you at this point.
Ooh, 14.
Okay. Good. So, excuse me. As you are continuing out that way, you see 40 feet away from you off to your right. In.
Oh, hell no, bitch. You stay the fuck over there.
And
You don't want the Tito smoke.
it's not moving super quick, but it's coming in your direction.
Sharks aren't known for just actively going out of their way to attack people, so
Well, let me ask you this. Are you
I'm not, as a person, proficient in nature, and I know that.
right? But no, technically you're proficient enough. You have better knowledge. I'll give you a straight intelligence check to know if Tito would know the habits of sharks.
How does an 8 sound?
An 8 sounds like you know what sharks look like. You know they eat meat, and you know that
Tito's
They
made
can-
of Tito meat.
they can be dangerous, but you're not
This is
super
actually an evil
familiar
shark.
with. You're not super familiar with much else other than that.
Comes out of the water, he's got the top hat and the
The
mustache.
mustache.
I'm going to bite you.
Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Pay homage.
I saw
Swords and
the nipple
synthesizers
tassels.
has entered the chat with the famous
ding.
nipple tassels comment.
Tiefling artificer with royal blood that comes from the family of paladins. That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
awesome.
badass.
That is.
A lot cooler than what I got going on.
No, you got Tito. You're good.
Tito
So,
don't need no god. Tito is a god.
so what?
Tito
what are
is
you,
his own god.
So what are you doing at this time?
I mean, there's not
Keep
much I
swimming
can.
towards the ship or head back?
I'm-
You're halfway.
I'm committed.
You're committed. All right.
The captain has hyped me up, and I am ready to get on this ship and sneak around and do Tito shit.
I forgot I made a really bad decision. Sending Tito by himself.
Okay. So
Oh hell no,
You-
little
you-
shark! You ain't gonna stop Tito from
you
doing
get-
his job.
you get half again the distance, so you're only about 50 feet away from the ship, and
Yeah, let me
the
see
shark
if I got any.
has come over towards you and is circling around you about 10 feet. It's keeping about 10 feet away from you, but it's kind of circling you. I need another perception check.
Tito can't blame you for having great taste. How about another 18? That's two.
Nice. As that's circling around you, you see a second fin come up, about 30 feet away, and
Hey,
come
that's two
over to
versus
investigate.
Known these sharks would play dirty. Tito should have known.
Look, his behavior is lawful neutral, and he has one of those old man, semi-posh British accents,
like this guy.
one in the dialogue. Yeah, kind of like that.
He
Maybe a little different, but
specializes
kind of like
in
that.
Make him talk like Ringo.
All right, nice. So what are
Damn it,
you
Ringo.
doing now at this time?
I mean, they haven't bit me yet, so I'm just
Not yet.
swimming.
So you're gonna
Pretend
keep
you're a
swimming?
dolphin.
Okay. So
Tito knows dolphins are the natural predators of sharks.
So here is what I'm going to do. I need you, just for purposes of what happens next.
Tito going scrape and lick. Scrape, and then I lick.
About a 17.
Okay. So
That's right, these stupid sharks can't keep up. Yes, I am.
You rolled an 18 on the
they
die.
have swim speed. They can. So
Tito's
You-
swimming at a speed.
Yeah. they can go 80 feet in one round, whereas you can go 45. They can definitely keep up.
Over the
But
course of this time, I should be getting. You said this ship is only 300 feet out.
200 feet out.
Oh,
You're,
that's
you're
even better.
50 feet away right now. So on your turn, so to speak, you're able to get right up to the side of the ship. And there's some like netting and stuff on the side. You can find some handholds to climb if you need to, but you're out of movement speed at the time and you're right at the side of the ship. At that time, coming up right next to you,
You're a monster.
two dolphins jump right.
I stand by what I said for a different reason, though. You're a monster.
So the two dolphins, they just kind of jump next to you.
Damn, you Coldplayed you real hard, dog.
So
I was so close to vicious mockery of one of these sharks.
all the tieflings' creations are based on what you would see in the pantheons and religious books alike for Greek and North. That's very cool.
That is cool.
I like that.
Nice.
Okay, so
I'm just
you
playing a
can
goblin that talks
ignore
goofy.
you can ignore initiative at this point. So what is it that you are going to do? You are at the ship, like in the water at the ship. It is anchored out here. The water is relatively deep here. I mean, you can kind of look through. It's pretty clear. It's good water, but you can look through. It's probably a good 30, 40 feet.
Tito's got his short sword, which is like just a big Bowie knife, like in his teeth, and he's like climbing up the side
Okay.
of the
All right, give me an athletics check.
gladly. 23.
Okay.
24.
You easily make it up the side of the ship.
Of course, Tito
Now,
easily
here's
makes
the
it
question. Are you doing this quiet?
up. Presumably, he's trying to be incognito.
Then I also need a stealth check.
He deserves advantage for that shit.
Yeah, actually, no, you deserve to roll.
Incognito.
Percentile, roll that shit.
Incognito. That was on the fly too. I didn't plan that.
So you also need to roll a stealth check then if you're trying to be quiet about it.
Check if you have anything that gives you advantage on stuff. Just to double check.
You think Tito needs your stupid
Incognito. Yep. Fuck yeah. So what is it still moving? Oh, it's still
Yeah.
rolling.
Let's see. That's a nat 20, sir, for a 28.
He got a 1.
A nat 1 on the 100?
Wow, that's cool. Not what you needed, but hey.
Tito's number 1, baby.
Nat 20. Nice.
For
on
28.
stealth. Nice. Yeah. So
Damn.
Tito came to
you
win.
managed to make your way up.
I've rolled
the
more
side-
nat 20s tonight than I have in like the last 2 months.
I know. You've been on fire
Hey,
tonight.
Tito's your good luck charm.
Yeah. But you managed to get up the side of the ship and slip over the railing. And you look about, and there's lots of activity on the ship. There are, lots of crew members going around doing different things, but you just happen to find the right spot where you came over the railing, where there are a bunch of barrels and things right there, and you just kind of slipped over and crouched down behind them, and you're just kind of looking out, and you see there's lots of activity, lots of people, some are, talking to each other, others, no one's really barking any orders, so to speak, but they're talking back and forth to each other and things like that, and obviously they're getting work done that they need to get done.
Tito is going to sneak his way towards the captain quarters. As for your backstory, Fatal Gaming, I think it sounds pretty darn cool.
Yep, grew up in a family of paladin royalty who worshipped the god known as Themis. I liked their religion but didn't follow it, so instead I became a scientist to impress my parents. Made stuff that looked and acted like it came out of our religion. They were never pleased. They were always so impressed with my paladin sister, so I eventually left to bring my invention to the world.
I've always wanted to play an artificer.
That's
haven't
really
pulled the
good.
trigger on it yet.
Artificers are fun.
Yeah.
That's a good backstory. That's really good. And congrats on your first campaign that you're going to be involved
Yeah, man.
in.
Like I said, yours is way more thought out than mine. I usually kind of wing my backstory on the fly and let it get molded into the world.
Yep.
Like
But it works. It works.
It's like,
All right. So speaking of Tito, if you are now going to,
I'm going
go
to
from-
sneak towards where I think the captain quarters should be.
Okay, you're familiar with ships.
That
you're
yeah,
a
it
sailor.
should be easy.
You know. Okay, well, there's the bow, there's the stern. Okay, that's where the captain's quarters is typically going to be. But here's the thing: there's lots of men on decks going about doing their work. So you're gonna have to make another stealth roll to try to
think he's gonna
get
do that.
Yeah.
over there without anyone noticing you.
Oh, that one's less good. 18.
Okay. Well, let's see. Out
Cut
of
that nat
the
20
many
half.
men up there, if any of them actually notice you.
hey, what you doing? Eat! Jumps back in the water.
Hey, mind your business.
Hey, yo, run me your pockets.
Okay.
Like a whole
What?
ass world building going on in our chat.
Two guys notice you right away and go, "Hey, who are you? How'd you get out here?" And all the rest of them all kind of turn and look see what's going on. So you have been spotted, and one of them goes,
Oh, that's all
"Brutus,
good.
we have an intruder!" And
That's not too much.
How-
Love that you're sharing.
coming out of you're fine, man. Coming out of what you assume is the captain's quarters, through a set of double doors. They kind of fly open. His boots pounding on the deck as he walks out is a Goliath.
Tito will take the big guy.
Who,
Oh wait,
Killed.
Tito's alone. Tito will have to take all the guys.
who's got a bandana wrapped around his head coming down. He's wearing a leather vest, sleeveless vest that basically just kind of hangs open, and other than that, he's not wearing anything up top, so he's kind of like bare chested, but with this leather vest,
That's
and
right.
then pantaloons and typical pirate boots, and on his back, sticking up over the corner, you see the haft of what is clearly a great sword, and
Tito would run.
He only got one blade. I got two.
he looks over at you and he goes, "Who are you?
Tito is Tito.
What are you doing on my ship?"
Looking. Tito had to swim all the way out here. You should keep a rowboat on the shore.
We have rowboats on the ship, and we're on the ship. When we
Yeah,
go
but
to
Tito
shore,
wasn't.
they're on the shore.
Maybe you should have gone to shore then.
We didn't, though, did we?
Yeah, but you should have.
No. No. No, you. No.
Oh,
Oh, Suge!
this guy's good.
He's probably as smart as you. That's basically
How
what I'm saying here.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I know.
Tito said, "You want to play a game? Winner takes ship."
Yeah, well, let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Well, you don't need to be here. You need to go.
Tito's about to do something real stupid.
Tito don't want to go. Tito's still looking.
So he walks over.
Persuade him. Use your charm.
That's right. I'm gonna try. Put on the Tito charm. Do that.
Full on just. What's up, Captain?
Tito does the whole like, on his bald head.
Okay, so
Cracking, Captain.
I need you to make either an athletics or an acrobatics.
I'm gonna take an athletics.
Hey, remember you have evasion.
He
This
hits
is
me.
not a saving.
It's not a saving throw.
15.
Okay, so it's a grapple. He grabs you.
Hey,
Just one
hey,
big
help,
hand.
I'm being oppressed.
Basically what happens is he palms your head like a basketball. Just boom, and he's just holding you right
Tito's flailing.
there. Yeah, you're flaying. He hasn't picked you up. He's just holding you, and he's like, "You need to
Hey,
leave."
you're asking for it. You let go of Tito right now.
So now he picks you up when you start doing that.
Hey, let me familiarize myself with my kit.
Tito uses dimension door.
No,
Bye-bye.
not quite. How does the charm thing with Ash work?
So much.
Quick question:
Quick answer.
Did you make this in D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Did you make this rules?
Yeah, he did with the app.
Yeah.
Just because the only thing I remember panache actually being in.
Oh, they told me it was
Pathfinder.
panache. It doesn't mention panache on
If
here.
you're a swashbuckler going,
You can charm a creature with persuasion check. With a persuasion check.
Okay,
See
there you go.
rules.
It is called panache. It's 9th level thing, panache.
you can persuade a.
As an action, you can make a persuasion check, contested by a creature's insight. If you succeed and the creature is hostile to you, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you, and can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than you.
What does that do for me?
I'm
I'm fishing really hard here because I
honestly-
really don't know what to do.
Honestly, not much.
I'm about to get
It-
booted.
honestly, because it's only you, it's basically what this looks like is this is your way to kind of goad a creature into no, attack me, not my buddies.
You better come back to the regular shit.
Tito don't like this. All right. Put Tito down. Let's talk.
We're talking.
Yeah, but I don't like talking like this. Tito don't like.
I already told you the rule. The rule is leave.
How
And
am I?
he's
How is
carrying
Tito
you.
supposed to leave
He's
if
carrying
he's being
you,
held in the air?
and he turns and he walks with still holding you by your head up in the air, off the ground, so your feet are like literally like 2 feet off the ground, and walks.
Can I attempt another break from?
You can,
with
yeah,
an
you can always
athletic?
attempt to break free, so it'd be another athletics.
That
or
one is a
acrobatics.
28.
Ooh, you actually beat him. He only had a 26.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
Tito says, I gotta go.
Yep. And so, you squirm out and drop to the ground. And he's like, "Now you leave."
Can I see anything of interest, like what they have on this ship around before I?
It looks like the deck of
Do they have a lot of cargo or anything
you would know, being a pirate,
under deck?
it's below. There's a cargo hold. You don't know where the cargo is, if they have any on board right now, and if they do, it would be in the cargo hold. It's not going to be up here. All that's up on the main deck is you see a couple cannons, which are obviously for defense, but they're not decked out like a. You see some barrels here and there, most likely filled with water for the crew or salted meats or something like that, so that things that they can eat. You see ropes and stuff like that. It's all that kind of stuff. Cargo is.
Tito just got one question. What you all transporting?
Right now, nothing.
That's boring. Tito thinks y'all are lame, and he jumps overboard. And starts
Okay.
He does that jump backwards and does the 2-finger
All right.
douchebag salute.
I love it. Well, there was a ship's wench, but she just jumped backwards and did the 2 fingers. He was about to be. It's like, you about to go for a ride, boy.
You know what, Fatal? I wish I had read that 2 seconds earlier. I think I tried. I did try, actually.
A boxing match?
He wasn't having. You know what? Before I do that,
You get a retcon?
I say
I'll allow it if you want to be back on the ship.
he's looking at my 12 strength and going, yeah, retcon. Let me beat
No,
the
no, no,
fuck
no, no,
out
no,
of you.
no, 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 no. Don't do it.
I don't know. Fatal donated 1,000 bits earlier.
No, that wasn't fatal.
No, that wasn't Fatal.
No.
He is a first-time chatter in our stream, though.
Yeah, well, so is Orochia Spam.
He was first time?
Yep.
And he donated 1,000.
Yep.
I don't know. You think I should, Fatal?
God says, no, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm retconning. I'm not waiting for him.
God damn it.
Tito want to issue a challenge.
So after you squirm out and
I
fall
want to
back
persuade
to the
him to listen to me.
deck, you're going to issue a challenge?
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, you don't even have to persuade. He just, a huge grin comes across his
We're gonna die.
He slips the scabbard for the greatsword that you can see like the straps going across his front and the greatsword on his back. He slips that off over his head, hands that to one of his crew members, takes the vest off, cracks his knuckles.
Of rock, paper, scissors. Oh, yeah? Tito takes his shirt off. You see the dad bod build?
And he goes,
His little beer belly.
he goes, get ready, roll for initiative.
Tito was born ready.
First action. I'm gonna jump off the ship.
Fuck, I got a 12.
Well, you're lucky. He rolled shit. You go first.
Tito's gonna try to punch him in the. This is a Goliath, you said, so this guy is just hulking. So I'm just gonna here, punch him right in the calf.
Okay, roll your attack. Your unarmed strike.
There you go. That's only strength, right? 13.
Hey, he just, as you attempt to punch him in the calf, he just steps his leg back, and you just miss.
Yeah, Tito's taking it easy on you. That's right. You don't want to get hit by Tito. That's why you had to dodge.
And then he does this, like that, like a fucking hammer blow. And
no, a 10 does not hit.
No, it just misses. So he tries to backhand you. Oh yeah. What's your AC?
17.
Oh yeah, that hit.
I'm going to use my reaction to have the damage. It is.
Possible.
Okay. You take
From an unarmed.
6 points of 6 points of bludgeoning damage,
Jesus Christ.
and then he flurry of blows.
He's a monk.
You're so screwed, bro. You're so screwed.
This guy's a cheater.
And those both hit.
Fuck.
Ooh, that's a better one. 14 points. And that's a little 7 points.
All right, so I took. Is that half for the rest of the turn, or just on that one attack?
That was 3 attacks. Or sorry, 4
flurry
attacks.
of blows?
14 with
Yeah.
one hit. Torbrek can't do that much in
With a
one hit.
punch?
I don't know what the hell he multi-classed into, but bro, get the hell off that ship.
Nah, Tito's just getting started.
Tito gonna die, dog. Tito's not meant to die.
Tito's got spunk.
You do 2 damage per punch.
That's all Tito needs.
Tito about to get mollywopped.
All right, so there
Your
you go.
turn.
I took 3.
Pick up some rope and lasso him.
I took 14.
You took the
6
first.
that cut in half.
The first one was 6. The second one was 14, and the third one was 7. So that's 27 total.
Now Tito got him right where he wants him.
Do you?
Yeah, Tito's gonna be like, that's not bad. Tito's gonna show you what it
Oh, you know what I should have given?
Tito's just getting started though, and I'm gonna roll. Does a 14 connect?
Nope.
Oh, I see how it is. You're just gonna keep dodging all day.
And then it's his turn.
I should have given Tito the potion of stone giant strength.
Once again, 3
Tito's looking like
1 miss and 3 hits. Ooh, ouch. Here we go. So that is
they're gonna fall in love with me because of my character's
No,
spunk.
no,
yeah.
you're gonna die.
from the 3 hits. It's a total of 36.
Which one of those was the highest? I'm gonna cut that in half with my
You
reaction.
get that half. The highest was 15, so that'll get 7 instead of 15.
7, and then what was the rest?
So, well, it was basically take 8 points off of the 36. So you take a total of 28.
Tito's got him on the ropes.
And you know what? Yeah, he's gonna spend another.
It's gonna stunning strike your
Yep.
ass.
I need you to make a con save.
On sick.
Yeah, I think it's con.
Not
Yeah, it's not con. Sorry.
It's
No.
Oh yeah, it's a dex save.
No, it's not. Stunning strike is not dead.
whatever the heck.
Yep.
The
30-20.
Okay.
Oh,
You're not stunned.
Right, Tito's got him on the ropes. Take another pitiful punch at his leg. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Oh yeah, Tito's got him 2 damage.
Okay.
Tito puts his hands up and turns his back.
And as you do that,
Gets punted off the ship.
3 more hits.
You felt the wrath of Tito that time.
Oh God. Oh.
Tito's probably dead. It's subdual though.
41 points out
Yeah,
of 3.
that's it. Tito's out.
It was all unlethal damage because it was a boxing match. So you are beat up, bruised, and everything, but you're out fucking cold.
Ding ding.
And so basically, as you turn your back, he literally goes like open palm, slap, and
Dumbass
then
goblin.
pop right on top of the head, and you just and you're out.
Just over on the other part of the island. I wonder what that goblin is up to. surely something,
All right.
something amazing.
Now it's up to you. You have entered the tavern.
He got lucky. Tito is about to unleash his ultimate move.
I was holding back.
I heard I could find the mayor in this place.
That would be me.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. I heard you were the man to speak to about trying that ship that you have over the island.
It's not for sale.
Say that. Show you how much I ordered for. Times that.
You know how much a ship like that costs?
At least 10. Tito and Cranberry. I didn't see that chat. Lasso him. Bro, we were having a honorable 1v1 that the monk cheated in.
Yeah. Yeah, a ship like that, 10,000 gold.
All right.
And you're gonna give us to buy 3.
Depends. I did not want to intrude and go onto the ship without asking permission. But I am willing to maybe use the ship or transport some goods to certain parts. If you allow me the company of going onto the ship just to see what kind of ship it is. And
It's a cargo. Any other cargo ship. It just happens to be ours. Well, ours and the other 2 are.
okay, so y'all use the same cargo ship.
Yes.
I'm assuming it just travels each island once.
Mostly back and forth between the islands to exchange goods from one to the other. Sometimes we'll get everybody and send it to the mainland in order to trade and bring stuff back. That's it.
What's the closest main?
Forstall.
Oh,
A good 2, 2.5, maybe 3, depending on the weather and the winds. Journey.
Ooh, you wish
have you heard anything? I'm hearing a lot of chatter on the seas about this group of pirates called the Dragons of the Sea. Heard anything about that around these?
Remember, maybe 3 years ago, ship like that come through. Brutus and his crew made sure.
I'm assuming that's the captain of the ship, and you get some less. All right.
Well, we've been around the block. You know, give me a percent. As he's been talking to you, by the way, kind of keeping busy with stuff at the bar. While he's talking to you at this point, he kind of turns, and as he turns with that roll, you actually notice hanging around his neck, leather chain. So there's an emblem you recognize. It is Cancer Sun. And it's old and tarnished and all that. And this man looks pretty old. He's still in.
I have one of them.
Former life. A lot of us end up.
Not all of us.
Well,
I'm assuming
it's by choice.
You still keep in touch. And
Same with Brutus. Good portion of his.
Does your cargo ship also offer any mainland, or is it just?
Well, you know, for our people, yeah, if they want. And for usually for us. Back, we don't go to the main. Relatively self-sufficient. Just getting the, some oddities. You can see by the village if you've around. It's pretty well established, but obviously it's a lot of the materials that we have here, other than the wood, like some stone and stuff for some of the places, we had to.
Well, I appreciate your time. I'm only going to be here for, so just ship.
You know it. That was some day.
Are you still? No, you went back to the ship. Oh, head back to the ship. Eventually, when I get there, I'm gonna ask Cassius, "Hey, Tito, come back in."
Oh, the guy. Seen him.
Got captured. Did some. Both. Also have bad news. So, the man who owns that cargo ship, the town's mayor, old veteran, freelancer. Same thing with captain of the ship. So I'm assuming we're either harder to get Tito back.
I'm good at both things.
Well, let's try one way and then we'll figure out if the
Oh,
other way
right,
is-
right, of course. Diplomacy first, but electrocution later.
Ludus, make sure the new people get stuff
David
set
John Armstrong.
and just try to fix
My
try to get them to
nose.
fix the ship as fast as we can. We might not be able to stay here. Just keep that in mind. We gotta go.
You don't know anything's wrong.
We don't.
We know. We're
We're assuming the worst.
we're assuming the worst.
What could possibly go wrong with
Cassius,
Tito?
let's go take a walk to now.
Okay. So you go back to the ship?
Yeah, we're gonna start walking in that. See if just to keep an eye out to see if like we see any.
So you're going back to your ship.
No, we already.
we're
Oh,
going to the
you're
other.
going
We're
to
going
the
back
other.
to the other ship where
Okay.
Tito was supposed to go. But he
Okay, so
hasn't.
you're walking across the island, which, okay, once you get outside, everything can always go. Which, as you go through the village and out a different side and enter into kind of the jungle forest area of Tropical Island, you're kind of going through the brush just like what Tito had to do. You eventually come out of the brush and see the shoreline, and as you do, a rowboat is just pulling up, dinghy, onto the shore, and two guys, one of them a dragonborn, another one human, pick up Tito, who's clearly just out cold,
Tongue hanging out.
and they start walking up the beach, carrying him.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah.
That seems to be like one of the captives we used to have on our ship.
He's a captive?
Yeah, he escaped. Yeah, he has a pretty nice
Oh,
coin
we should
on his
just
head.
kill him
I'll
then.
pay you some of that bounty if you're.
We were just going to find his people and give him back, but if you're going to give us some money.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you something for your troubles.
Oh,
Why
awesome.
would you?
I give him 2 silver.
The worst pirate.
Cool. He gives one to the other guy, and they both got two. Here you go.
Has he got everything that he was on the ship with on him?
Yeah, we don't want his shit.
All right, good to know. Thank you.
They hand him over, and it was like, that time. No? Yeah, that took a lot less than I thought. Get the bar? Yeah. Okay. So they start walking into town.
To know that. Ship, but
For 2 silver.
I'm the one that's got most of the money, so don't worry about it.
You won't have any if you give it away like that. And have enough to.
I like
I
how
have half of a.
you're an actual pirate, and he's someone who wasn't a pirate but took over for one because he killed the captain, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we just
No,
lost somebody
He
on this."
was a pirate
Okay, I
before
thought
he
you
joined.
said bandit.
It's been a while since I've been a pirate, so it's me reacclimating my character to being a pirate, thinking in that
Okay.
mentality.
Regardless, that was quite coincidental. And welcome back, Tito. I know you're on con. Yes. I don't want to touch him if I.
Tito got him right where he wants him.
Hey. It's all right, little fella. It's all right. It's all right.
He's still out. You see the little arms like.
We'll go back to our ship and just try to get all hands on deck to repair the ship and get the hell out of this town. Because Jesus Christ, I'm not dealing with old veterans from the frickin' freelancers.
You don't know who knocked me the fuck out.
He just told me the captain of that ship, and he said some of the
Okay.
crew. So any person could have easily fucked you up.
You actually. I hate to admit. They just walked off.
Let's take that to heart. Yeah, we'll do that.
So we're gonna get in the rowboat, and I'm gonna continually use my action to cast Storm Guide, which says you gain the ability to subtly control the weather around you. If it is windy, you can use a bonus action each round to choose the direction the wind blows in a 100. So I'm just gonna continually do that so that the rowboat just goes.
You created the first motorboat in fucking D&D.
Alright, so you and your wind-driven boat, scoot around the island and go all the way to the little natural cove, that bay, and bring it up towards your ship.
I'll put a healing potion.
Okay.
He gets 7 points of healing.
Tito bolts upright. All right, I'm ready for round 2.
Hey.
I had him right on. Tito had him right on the ropes.
It didn't look
Get
like
Tito
that.
back over to that boat.
No, Tito. You've done enough. You already took down a dragon turtle. We're not going to make you.
You did a very good job. We may not be one cargo ship, Richard, but we are one rowboat.
Of course, Tito did a good job. What did Tito do?
We have a rowboat now.
We got an extra
He looks
rowboat.
around.
It's
Oh, yeah. Tito did do that.
Yeah. Tito, let's not mess with the cargo ship just because apparently there's some strong. I'll take care of it at night. She nights. Gotta wait till the say we do.
Right, but did you miss the part where I said that wrong?
That's true.
The manpower is a little.
Let's get another ship. We'll take another one. That's when Tito can.
As long as he doesn't get mollywopped.
Tito, how about
Tito is about to hit him with Tito's secret move.
Tito, I'm gonna give you.
Tito blast.
I'm gonna give you an important job. Some of the new recruits, run them through the daily chores, tell them what they gotta do, how to load the cannon, how to pack it, all that stuff. Because I know you're the.
Please don't fuck.
Tito will do all of those.
And then we'll just get back to the ship and hopefully just all hands try to help out. And Tito's gonna start giving the new recruits the information how the ship runs.
Okay.
Because now that I know he's from the old Freelancers Association,
Tito knows all y'all are new. So if you see another Tito Island,
Yeah, Tito, no.
the dragon turtle.
Tito now refers every dragon turtle as Tito Island.
That one's even bigger.
Tito Island will always be the one that got away.
Hey, Ludus, how much would it take to get from here to where we go? Main objective, realistically. Good, because
You mean getting over towards Yotras and the island? That's gonna be a little bit.
I know we're near Eotris. That's what the guy said.
I need to zoom in on the map.
Oh no, we're next to course.
I wasn't there for that, so never mind. Ignore that I said that.
Thanks, Interbase.
I'm also your.
Boo! Metagaming!
They don't call it meta magic for nothing.
Let's see.
Thanks, Batman.
Magic.
You're like right there.
So that's what meta magic is. Ooh, the is 17.
I know this because my 17.
About 3 weeks.
Since it's gonna take 3 days, I'll just use some of those days just to gather extra supplies, since it's gonna be a long trip. So we got
Take a
stuff.
long rest.
Not really much we can do except help ship done. Smart art.
Take Tito back over there.
No, Tito.
That big stone guy cheated. Tito's got his number this time.
How did he cheat? Now tell me. I'm curious.
When he punched me, he hit me like probably like two bazillion times.
Sounds like he.
No, that's not possible.
He
Tito's
might
the
be,
best.
He might be specifically focused on him. No weapons combat.
Tito specializes in everything.
You are good at most things, Tito. I'll give you that.
Thank
but
you.
at this point, no, you're not. The way we found you yesterday.
I'm going to hurt him later.
No, keep lying to Tito. Tito likes that.
Tito like making myself happy.
We can drink our sorrows away.
Yeah, but if we give Tito any alcohol, he's just gonna fight again. Tito, no going over to that other ship. You hear me?
Tito is not happy about that, but he is willing to.
I'll let you be
He
the first.
respects-
I'll let you be the first one on another ship when we try,
Fine.
and we'll use the Tito cannon.
Tito loves the Tito cake.
That's why we made it for you, because I know you love it, buddy.
Deal.
All right. So, what are you doing for the rest of the night? Anything? The rest of the day?
We'll just try to
because
get-
it was kind of morning when you got here, so it's not much later.
I'll send some of the older crewmates out to just get supplies, because I know it's a long trip to get to where we go. Not sure if there's any leaks or anything out. I mean, honestly, the main focus is trying to get the ship up and running fast enough. We have a place somewhat supplied. I don't really think recruitment is a little. You did. That's it. I would say I'd probably go back to the tavern around like closer to nighttime, where I think lively, just to sit around and staying. This might be.
So, about you, are you going with him or doing anything like that? You?
Yep. Tagging along with the captain.
So, you all end up going into the tavern and get in there. There's Ben again behind the counter. He sees you and he just kind of sees you there and he's like, "That one's with you?"
Yeah, they both with Tito. Tito interjects.
Keep him in check.
Nobody likes hearing you say what's on your mind.
That can't be true.
And other than that, he goes back to what he was doing. It is later in the day, approaching evening, like you said. The tavern is pretty full now, except for the 8 guys because they were set to task on your ship. But there's quite a bit of people in here. It's packed. In an estimate, you'd say 30 to 40 people in here, drinking, eating, carousing, having fun. And as they're doing all of that, in through the doors behind you, after you've gotten in and gotten seats, you see a big ass Goliath come through.
Shit.
It's on site.
And Ben says, "Brutus, welcome."
Tito looks.
And Brutus just kind of nods to him. And then he says in a booming voice, "Not that I don't know the answer. Which one of you," looking around the room, and his eyes go
Tito
to
is
you.
already
took
taking his shirt off.
my dinghy. And that's where we're going to end. So, thank you.
I didn't even know.
Tito is on the bar stool, turned around now, standing up on a.
Square up.
That's where we're going to end for tonight. And this kind of, we'll call it an interlude in the main story. We will come back to at some point.
I need answers
If
to
and
this
when
now.
we need to fill in kind of another one shot, if you will, for the evening, because of it's all off the fly, man, you know, just so that's it for tonight. I hope you had a good time. I know I had a good time. Sounds like my players had a great time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And we're excited to see you again next week. Once again, we shouldn't have any issues this time. We should be at our normal Tuesday night time of 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will have episode 60 next week. So episode 60 of Atavar Ascension. Come join us. Let's have some fun, have some laughs, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Save that monk from